Is it? Is this like the top left? Is that house the thing we're in front of, and then the bottom left is where we're at in relation?
Yeah. Like that's the
That's the
house.
front door.
That's gonna be the house that you're in front of. That's the front of the house.
Because like this house looks fucking ginormous, but the picture does it no justice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's a very wide house.
I was like, yeah, it looks like a family lives there, and I like scroll down, like we're like little ants next to this thing.
Little ants do 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 do.
Don't. I literally had that song stuck in my head for like a whole day the other day.
I know. Fucking A, dude. Stop.
Like it normally doesn't get stuck in my head, but for some reason I kept singing it and it got stuck in my head.
All right.
I mean, it's a really easy song to get fucking.
I know.
That's
I
for
know.
fucking sure.
Stop. We're gonna stop. You're gonna get stuck in my head. Let's just start.
Baby.
Stop.
Okay, do we want to just start?
I'm gonna
I'm
get my
ready. Oh my.
Okay.
Gotta
the
get
tea's ready now.
We'll wait for you to get your tea.
Just make sure you throw in a lot of religion checks and history checks.
Make sure you throw in a lot of acrobatics and stealth for me.
You don't even have to worry about Arcana. I have proficiency in that, but you don't even.
I
worry
do
about
too, actually.
it. No, don't worry about it.
I think it's because I'm haunted or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
By the way, that was just completely random. I didn't do that.
I like how all my spells are just like harmful stuff, essentially.
Where-
Or using.
Where's this?
Very toxic person.
All right.
Yes. Poison Savage.
How's your character looking, Chase? I haven't
do
seen yours
one
yet.
thing really quick.
I am Tank.
Save image as.
I am Grandma Tank.
Yeah.
I am Grandma.
Are you a female turtle?
Yes. Hi, dearies. Oh,
Oh my.
it's good to be here.
Oh god.
I have a personality trait. I watch over my friends as if they're a litter of newborn pups.
Aww.
You're the one I could have gone with, Chase. About talking really slow. Because that would make very interesting gameplay. Like you just treat me like that, and I just talk really slow to you because I think you're stupid.
So
I
I
am
just
stupid.
I just went down the list and the traits, the personality traits, and just went random, and this is what I got.
I don't know.
Personality traits: I expect danger around every corner. My ideals: I have a dark culling that puts me above the law, chaotic. Bonds: there's evil in me. I can feel it. It must never be set free. And my flaws are: I'm a purveyor of doom and gloom, who lives in the world without hope. So I'm a fucking emo guy.
Yeah, basically.
I'm an emo cat.
All right, did we want to just start?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so you're not actually in front of the house. You are just entering the village of Barovia. You're walking down a gravel road, and in the distance, as you're walking down the road towards the village, you can see tall houses that are as dark as tombstones. Nestled among them are a few closed-up shops. Even the tavern that's normally has like firelight coming out of it, and it's just joyful. That's also been closed. As you are walking into the village, you hear a soft whimpering that draws your eye towards a pair of children that are standing in the middle of what is an otherwise lifeless street. What do you guys want to do?
I keep walking.
Do you walk up to the children or walk past the children?
Can I do a perception check on why they're...
For the record, we're like our group's already friends and shit, right?
Yeah, you're already friends. You've
Somehow.
all You've basically been. You were walking through an area of Ravenloft, and suddenly there's like it got really like misty, like just a kind of magical fog appeared. And as you kept walking through that fog, your little group kept walking through that fog. You somehow ended up in a forest. I honestly haven't read I literally just got this whole Curse of Strahd thing. I have not read through any of it except for the stuff for Death House because one of the guys that I work with said that when you get the chance, play Curse of Strahd because the Death House intro is amazing.
Okay. So, kids are crying.
Yeah, two young children are crying in the middle of the street.
I look over to Ubo. Do your thing.
Aw. Oh, little children. Oh, is everything okay, dearies? How are you? All right?
The older one goes and she turns and is talking to. She's trying to shush her little brother, or the little boy next to her, and she's like, Thorn, shh, 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 shh. It's gonna be fine. It'll all be fine. As you approach, and she looks up at you, and she sees your weapons, and she's just like, "There's a monster in our house. Can you help us?"
A monster?
How much?
Seems like a trap.
My parents have money. They I don't know how much.
Good enough for me.
Don't worry, kids. Grandma Ubo will take care of any creature.
Thank you,
This is creepy as
creepy
the house.
turtle. Thank you, creepy turtle lady. Our house is it's off. It's over there, and she points to your left to a tall brick.
I look right. Sorry.
Well, you're not
Go ahead.
wrong because she's pointing to her left, and you're facing her, so you look to the right where she's pointing.
Damn it. All right.
Creepy turtle.
She points
The
to
creepy turtle.
a tall brick row house that it's seen better days. The windows are dark, and on the front of the house there is a gated portico. And there's a rusty gate it's slightly ajar. And the houses on either side of it are completely abandoned. Their windows and doors are fully boarded up.
I go up to the kids and I give them like each a pat on the head.
Creepy turtle.
You're
Does anything happen?
you're playing Tabaxi, right?
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Okay, so they're like, I can touch them.
Well,
Well,
that
yeah. Like nothing happens though, right? Like
well, not
No-
if you touch them.
Nothing.
Do not touch children. That is bad.
yeah.
Don't touch.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Yeah, you walk up to him and you pat him on the head and you kind of just reassure him a little bit that
No, I just actually just hit them on the head a little bit.
like you hit him
I don't care.
hard or you just come up and
No, just like I just want to know if they're like
It's
they're
a rough
real. You know, I want to know if it's an illusion.
roll a perception check.
Okay. What's my perception? +2.
I hope you get a 20. It goes right through them.
Fall over. Come on. Ah,
You
13.
you put your hands on their heads and it's hair. They're real.
Okay. I stop immediately.
Just toss them
You
in
you
there.
just you tap them on the head, and then you realize that it's hair,
Yep.
it's flesh, it's bone,
They're children.
and they're children. And just bring your hands back to the side.
I just shrug at the other two.
I'm adding a new item, custom item. I have a basket of cookies.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait,
I give each children a cookie.
did you just say you have a basket full of bees?
Of cookies.
Cookies.
Cookies. Okay, I heard
Bees.
bees.
I'm adding it. I have to have a basket of cookies.
Add that too. Basket of bees.
I want to
No,
see if
no,
I can.
No basket of bees.
I'm a druid. Makes sense.
I
That's
wanna
what my
see if-
character would do.
Can I sleight a
Instruction
hand
make.
to grab a cookie too? Like I just
make,
sneakily.
make a sleight of hand.
Okay. I got this plus 6.
You have +6 for sleight of hand. Damn.
I plus 8 for stealth.
Oh, that's right. You are a.
What did he get to roll against me? Did he get to?
Yes.
You roll perception check,
for you?
Chase.
D20 plus. Wait, what is my perception?
+4.
Oh, +4. Cool.
Yeah. Oh no! Damn it!
You know, Jahil, you can always just ask.
Can I have a cookie?
Yeah, here you go.
Thank you. Nom nom.
The trait in my cookie basket is that I have an almost infinite, but I will not be giving them out every time.
Tune it to yourself.
It's just a large amount, an unspecified quantity.
The cookies are made of your life force.
Oh god.
Part of my shell is in every bite. The really,
Okay,
I
I
mean,
spit it out.
Here's the thing. As you're going and as you're reaching in from behind Ubo to go and grab a cookie, she spots your hand and she whacks it with her quarterstaff.
Oh. Since I'm a cat, I lick it.
You're going and you don't take any damage. It's stinging your hand and you're just sitting there just licking your hand to go and try and get the sting to go away. Then she hands you a cookie. And you pull out 2 more cookies and hand them to the kids.
oh, you should have showcased my strength. Just grab his wrist, it's tightly grasped.
Well, you're
Firm
friends. I didn't want them to hurt.
Breaks my hand.
I want to be strict grandma with the children, with my kid, my party, my.
I mean,
So-
I think you're used to this. You should know me by now.
You've known each other for a while, so you're kind of used to him trying to take stuff from you. Sometimes
Yeah,
you let him get
sticky
away with
fingers,
it.
you know?
Sometimes you normally give him like a kind of like just a stinging hit, so it doesn't
Cookie
do
here.
damage,
Yes.
but it stings for a little bit.
Cookie
Perfect.
here, a gold coin there.
Good
You know,
whack.
it's all just meaningless bullshit.
So
All right, I also give the children the two.
yeah, you give the children
Both
2
of them get a
cookies.
cookie. Yes.
So do you guys want to go up to the house?
Yeah.
All right.
One
All
way,
right,
like
friend.
this doesn't look
All right.
good.
Yeah.
All right, dearies, here we go.
So you walk up to the house, and on the outside you see a wrought iron gate with hinges on left side, and there's a lock on the right side. And the gate is unlocked, and as you enter through the gate, the hinges just shriek as the gate opens. Just as the gate slams against the rocks on the left side.
Ominous.
For some reason, I thought you meant like some supernatural shrieking when we opened it.
No,
I was
just
I was like, oh
just
god! But it-
like they
I
have
got
they
you
have not
now.
been greased or oiled in a while. Like the hinges just
I
haven't been
I
greased.
got that, but at first I was just like, oh god, I don't want to come in this. They're screaming at us. I got you now. Good.
So as you walk in, what's your marching order for going inside?
Don't worry,
Um,
Grandma will lead the way.
I think I'm in the back.
I'll stay in the middle.
I've just been hanging back.
Okay, so it's Chase, Mike, Ryan. Do you guys have control of your
Sure.
characters also?
Oh, that's a good one. Yes,
Yeah, I do not.
I do.
No, it took it off. Chase, do you have
Okay.
control?
No.
All right, far on.
Maybe if I refresh my page.
Okay, you have control
Oh, I
now.
have control.
So everybody has control of their characters.
Yep.
All right, so you walk through the gate. You see a set of oaken doors in front of you. I'm guessing you guys are going to go inside.
Well, can I admire the oak? Say, I am one with nature.
You can.
Is that a nature check?
Yep.
Or is that a...
Yep, that's
No.
oak.
if you're- Are you trying to like figure something out about it or what?
No, I'm just admiring the craftsmanship of it.
Okay,
And
so
maybe see if I know where it came from. If I knew the tree personally.
you didn't.
I sharpen my claws on it.
Well, well then I guess.
Just
I
imagine he
go
could hear the tree and he just hears it like screaming in pain.
Like, it's the forest around the town is it's all oak trees. So
Oh.
you're pretty sure it came from the clearing around the town.
Come on, dears. We got some monsters to destroy.
So
Yep.
you guys walk
it.
in through the doors into the foyer. On the south wall. So where's the? So as you walk in and to your right, you see a shield that's emblazoned with a golden windmill on a red field.
Ooh, what a nice
like
looking
payment.
shield.
And there's also on either side there are portraits of what look like aristocrats that you assume are the members of the household that have either
clear.
passed
They're aristocrats, not cats, right?
aristocrats.
Guys.
They're not
Just
they're
kidding.
not
I'm kidding.
they're not tabaxi. They're human.
Everybody wants to be cat.
There's also at the end of the foyer there is a pair of double mahogany frame double doors.
Guys, go inside.
Come on, move it, Grandma.
Yeah, here, go on, Granny.
I love how you guys are just...
Go.
Open the door.
Come on.
I'm trying to see the artwork of the aristocrat.
I would push you, but I don't think it would do anything.
Hey, you can make a strength check.
No, I'm good.
Feeling like
Strength check versus his dexterity check. So
Got +0 in strength. I'm good.
-1.
do you just want to go around him?
I'm looking at the shield.
Yes, yeah, I'll just squeeze in. Since nobody made room. Ah, yes, artwork.
So,
Shield.
are we just free roam now?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think we can go into
Well-
the next door. So
Yeah,
I
there's-
take a look at the shield. Does Ubo use shields?
my whole shell's a shield, remember?
But do you use a shield?
No, I don't think you do because you're a monk. So
Okay.
I think I have proficiency with shields.
Let's see. Well,
I don't need a shield.
just,
Unless the shield's a simple weapon.
can I look at the shield to see if there's anything weird about it other than what's on it?
make a investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. Okay, I got proficiency in that. Okay. 3.
Nope. You look.
It's like a shield to me.
Yeah, you stand there looking at it, and it's a shield with it's like a decorative shield with the coat of arms on there for the family, and there's nothing really interesting about it.
Well, I think we should keep going. There's something here.
You guys want to keep pressing into the next room?
Yeah, I'm just
If
following
the
the
line,
bow.
yeah, if the line leader would go.
Come on, Grandma.
Oh, just a moment.
Yeah.
All right. Where are the monsters at?
Hey, Chase,
Gotta keep going forward.
Hello?
Chase, you do know you have a walking speed of 30, so your walking speed is normal.
The Sonic the Hedgehog.
You just look away, and then I'm just in the X room now.
All right,
Go.
so
It's dark in here.
you walk into the room,
Wow.
and
I see.
this is basically like the main hall for the house. It runs the whole width of the house. There is a black marble fireplace on the north side with a sweeping red marble staircase at the other. On the wall above the fireplace is a longsword with the windmill cut into its hilt, or it worked into its hilt as the guard. The wood paneled walls are sculpted with images of like vines and flowers and nymphs and satyrs on either side of the hall, or actually around, like on either side of the fireplace.
Can I look up the fireplace?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
This
look
is
up the
right
fireplace.
here.
Careful, you might get dirty. Don't want to get
Yeah,
soup
yeah.
on your fur.
What are you, my mom?
Roll another investigation check.
Oh my god. Look at my rolls.
So
He gets
as,
soup in his
as you
eyes.
go and as you're looking up the fireplace, you stick your head in and you look up. You grab like the top of the fireplace inside, and you pull your head in, and just soot just falls down and covers your face. It's in your hair. It's in the hair on your face, and it's in your eyes. It went down your throat, and it's like you just come out coughing.
Oh dear.
Damn it.
Oh, dear.
Oh dear. Let me help you clean that off.
No, I'm fine.
Burns house.
Licks hands, smears, smudges cheese.
Starts like cleaning himself. Just start cleaning myself, I guess.
I have a tinderbox. Let's just burn this place down.
Sounds good to me.
This place sucks.
Everybody make a perception check.
Not gonna say it. I was gonna say, do I get disadvantage?
No. Actually, yes, you do.
Oh, come on.
I changed my mind. You get disadvantage.
What are we doing?
Perception check.
Not bad.
Okay.
Dang it. I almost.
So 16, 14.
I'm blinking. Wait. Roll D20 plus. I have 4.
as you all go and you're looking around the room, Jahiel is standing there trying to clean out the soot and everything. So you don't see. You're not really paying attention around the room, but from where you guys are, you can go and you see a door. You see 2 doors over here, and you see a door over here. So you see 3 different doors. Kind of, they're not super hidden into the wall, but they are hidden a bit in there.
Oh.
How are they hidden?
Like you can see
It's like kind of see like the dust where the dust has not quite settled as much.
no,
Settled
because
into the cracks.
this has all been this has been
Okay.
abandoned for years. This house has been
Okay,
abandoned for years.
gotcha.
You can for the at the top, the room on the left, you can see light coming in. You can see some light under the door, like under what you like in between the floor and the wood. It's not
Is
a
it
lot.
like? It's not an obvious door.
It's
though,
not
right?
obvious,
Okay.
and you can also see some coming in from the one to the bottom, or the one on the bottom there.
I am going to open this door at the bottom.
All right, and
Oh,
step
guys,
inside.
there's some secret door.
What'd you say, Ben?
Are you gonna step inside?
Yeah.
Just coughing.
Shouldn't have looked up.
So, in here, it kind of resembles like a hunter's den. There are over the fireplace. There's a stag's head that's been mounted, and there are 3 stuffed wolves that are
Many fireplaces.
in the.
All fun, obviously.
There are 3 stuffed wolves within the room. There's 2 padded chairs that are sitting in front of the fireplace, and there's an oak table in between them.
How big are these stuffed wolves? How heavy are they?
They're your normal sized wolves. They'd be medium.
Do you guys think we should take one of these for in case we need it later?
What, a stuffed wolf?
Yeah.
You can carry it.
How much does a stuffed wolf weigh? Can I carry one?
Probably like 50 pounds.
Well, it's stuffed. Like it.
Yeah, but it's still heavy.
It would be about 25-ish pounds.
Do you guys think we'll need it later?
I don't see how we would, but
Well, what if we need a distraction or something? I mean, there's 3 perfectly good ones just sitting here collecting dust.
Grandma.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get her opinion. Maybe she'll appreciate
Charles
it.
is acting weird again.
He just wants a pet. He's always wanted one. This is a good alternative. He doesn't have to have the responsibility. But you're gonna have to walk it.
Do I have
Drag it along with you.
I think I do. Hold on. Oh, I actually do have a rope. So I don't have to carry it. I can just drag it by its leash.
Yeah, just drag it with you into the next room. Sure.
Yep. Do you fashion like rope?
Yeah, I have 50 feet of hempen rope.
Alright.
I don't have anything to
Um,
represent this.
It's fine, we'll just imagine it's with us.
Okay.
Well, can we just do like Chris's wolf and the other one? I'll just have that. It just doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Good point. Let me get that token real quick. There it is.
Perfect.
All right. Sure, why not?
It's a big ass wolf.
Holy shit.
Oh, I'm on the wrong thing, so I can't go and change
Bark.
it.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Perfect.
Oh, and then I can do this to remember that it's dead. That it's stuffed.
Exactly.
So, as you guys you've all walked into the room, you can see directly in line with the door along that wall, there's a large cabinet, like wardrobe cabinet, and you can see to your left there is another cabinet that's
The one I'm
same
standing
size.
at?
Yeah, there's a cabinet there and a cabinet on the other side.
I look inside this one.
I'll look inside this one.
As you go and reach for them, and you try and
Remember to be careful.
open them,
No,
the
no. What are you, my
one,
boss?
the one that Ryan is at, as you try and open it, you can tell it's locked. Like you shake the handles on it, and you can't get in.
Damn.
The one with that Mike is at, he goes and you can easily that one's glass, and you can see in there there's some there's a
I can
small
see in it.
box. Like
Which one's seeable? Like,
it's basically like a half and half. So you have drawers on the bottom, and then you have like just regular cabinet there. Inside all the glass, inside the upper glass part is just a bunch of wine glasses, which is assortment of wine and whiskey glasses. And you try as you go and reach down and grab you try the drawers that are there. They easily open up, and you find like a small box in there.
oh. I yell over, do you need help with that one? Because I got
Well,
lockpicks.
I say, well, this one's locked, so it's obviously got something good in it.
I switch places. I'm just like, here, you can have this box.
I admire the craftsmanship.
I want to try it. I want to lockpick this because I have
All right.
thieves' tools.
Remember your safety. You
What do I
gotta
use?
always
Sleight
look
of
out
hand
for traps.
for this?
I think for lockpicking, it's
Definitely get proficiency for it.
yeah. I think it's sleight of. Let me see.
Let me check on the thing too. Thieves' tools.
I'm able to have control over the wolf
proficiency.
body too, so you don't have to move it.
Oh yeah.
It just lets you add your proficiency bonus to ability checks that make you disarm traps or open locks.
There you go. You should be able to do it. Thieves' tools to pick a lock.
Yep.
Dexterity check with proficiency bonus. Yeah.
Okay.
So dexterity.
So +6 then.
Yeah, dexterity with your proficiency.
Same.
Come on. Damn it! Son of a bitch.
As you're going and you're sitting there trying to unlock it, because this is a full standing one. You just hear as like you're trying to, as you think you've got it, and you try to turn the lock, you just hear this ting,
Shit.
and you go and you try the handle, it doesn't go. So you go to pull out your lockpick tools. You see your pick is broken.
Okay, I got plenty more. But this lock is borked.
Yeah, the lock won't open that way now.
Hey, Grandma, you want to give this?
Don't worry, dearie. I can handle this. I punch the box.
Roll a strength check.
Oh, I'm not gonna do a. Oh yeah, we gotta make sure it's effective first.
So I have a quick question. I have the spell Speak with Animals. Doesn't specify that they have to be alive.
You can't speak with You can't speak with stuffed animals. They've been dead for a long time.
But I'm a
you
druid.
see-
Maybe I can.
They're
I'm staying
also
tuned with
not
the
alive.
flame.
They're also not
It
alive.
doesn't say it has to be.
They have to be. I'm making it that.
I guess I
Damn it.
cramped up. Oh,
I want that to be like a secret, like mission.
You go and
The wolf is like, return me.
you
threw out my back.
you go into your stance. You pull back your fist. You go to, like, you wind up. You strike it. Your fist hits the door, and you're just like, "Ow!"
Ow, that's pretty thick wood there.
Okay, so real quick, out of the 5 rolls I've rolled, I've gotten a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4, and an 11.
I can only go up from here, right?
Well, technically, you did get a 16 and a 12 in there.
Did I? Oh yeah, that's right. I fucking forgot about that one.
Yeah.
They're right there.
Yeah, you got 11, 9, 2, 4, 12, 16,
Okay,
and 3.
You know what? You're right. That's not that bad, but still.
What's a +4 hit?
It's not great.
So Chase has a 2 and a 19, so he's definitely on both ends here. I think I'm just in the middle. All of them have just been average.
I would like some average hit.
Well, I guess we're
Plus
not getting
4
on
to
that
hit.
cabinet.
Wait, what did I use? A +2?
Must be some dwarven technology.
Doesn't matter.
Let's go check out some other room, guys. This room's lame.
Did you check the box?
How high is this
Oh,
stand?
I thought it was just the box.
There's a box in that drawer.
Oh, then yeah, what's in this box?
You go and you open the drawer, pull out the box, and you flip open the lock on it. It's not latched or anything, or there's no like actual like padlock or anything. It's just like a latch. You open the latch, open the box. There's just a deck of playing cards in there.
I take it.
Okay, add a deck of playing cards to your equipment.
I think that's actually something.
Yeah, I think that's actually a thing.
It is.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
The one that you're standing next to, Chase, it's a good like 6 feet tall.
I see.
Like it's nearly to the
It's a
ceiling.
wardrobe.
Yeah, it's basically a wardrobe.
I take a look around the room before we leave.
Roll a perception check.
One quick look.
You sure you don't want a wolf before we go? I got plenty of rope
Yeah,
for each of us.
Oh my
You
god.
don't find shit. Like, you walk around the room, you look around, but you don't find anything. Like you feel like somewhere there might be, like you feel like the floor kind of like dip a little bit, but you don't know if it's just old wood or rotting wood.
It's just warped wood
Yeah.
from moisture or
You
something.
should check that fireplace, see if there's more soot.
Where's
Check the
wood board?
fireplace.
All right, roll. Don't add anything, just roll.
Oh, okay. Oh, come on! Disregard the +2.
I'm taking that.
God
So,
damn it!
What does it just crumble down on top of them?
you go,
It's eye.
you
Curiosity killed the cat.
you go and grab again and like pull your head in. As you put your hands on the inside of the thing, on the inside of the fireplace, you just feel the rocks go, or the bricks go and shift, and the fireplace, just like the mantle and everything, just falls inward and slams down on your chest.
Oh, no. Sorry, I gave him the idea.
You take
Be gentle.
3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damn
Oh,
it.
They want
Yo.
to die.
Dearie,
Oh,
are you
okay.
okay? Here,
No,
I'll fix you up. Don't worry.
not okay.
You're in there. So
Oh, God, you
So you're
30
laying
people.
there underneath the rubble with just all with everything like laying, all the bricks and stuff laying on your chest.
Little help. Little help.
I clean up the rubble.
I rush over and help him up.
Go.
Okay, who's helping clean up?
I am.
I'm helping Jahil up.
All right, you're both trying to get the bricks and everything off of him.
Yeah.
Make a strength check.
Quickly. Strike check.
Hold on, you're not gonna. Shit.
20 plus 2.
Thank God.
Nice.
So you as you were running across the room, Ryan, you had the wolf bouncing behind you. As you came to a stop by the fireplace, the wolf it kept going and slid into your legs and knocked you backwards onto the ground. So you just fell straight on your back. But Ubo
Dear.
was quick to be able to get all of the to be able to dig Jahil out. So you didn't take
One big scoop.
yeah. Well,
We
it's
really need this
you didn't even
Jahil.
scoop. You just like grabbed bricks and just like slid them off to the side and threw them. You basically threw them into that stuffed wolf that's to your left.
There we go.
Is bludgeoning damage the same as hit points?
Yeah.
Just okay.
It's just like the type of damage you took.
Okay.
So yeah, you
How do
just you took 3 points of damage basically.
Got it.
It's like it's basically one of those just to go and differentiate from like when you got attacked by the manicore and it clawed you, that was slashing damage. When the spike hit you from the manicore, that was piercing damage, and this is bludgeoning damage.
I think what he means is like, is there an actual difference, or is it just specified?
No, it's just for role playing purposes.
Okay.
Bandages.
Because there are a lot of things that have resistances to certain types of damage.
Okay. Gotcha.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
So you
I do some grandma first aid on Jahil. And then I kiss the boo boo.
make a medicine check.
Don't kill me.
I have a +6 in medicine.
Nice.
So as Jahil, like once Jahil gets up, you go and you kind of like you feel.
Not crying.
Are you male or female?
Me? A male.
Okay.
I think. I
As
guess.
That's it.
you go and you just feel his chest to check and make sure like there's no broken ribs or anything like that. Make sure there's nothing like. Make sure it's just bruised.
Pat him down. Some of the dust off him too.
Yeah. Yeah, you dust him off, you kind of pat him down to make sure there's nothing broken.
Thanks, Ubo.
No problem, dearie. Here, have a cookie.
Cookie. Nom nom.
So what do you guys want to do now?
Does that
Hey, look-
heal me or anything?
No.
I already
More
gave you
like
first aid.
making the-
Okay, cool.
No, you didn't administer first aid or anything. You basically patted him down and you cleaned him off,
Let
made
the
sure nothing
kiss.
was broken.
I'll have
Can I
first aid.
can I go back to that cabinet and there's alcohol in there, right?
No, it's just glasses.
Oh, damn.
I look around the room.
Shit.
Make a perception check.
Guess I could just go over there and check to see if there's alcohol.
I mean, let's take the cups. There might be some alcohol anyway, somewhere in here. It's a big house.
So you see that
Jesus, Chase. Those rolls.
Yes.
Grandma's got you guys. Don't worry.
So you see, supporting the like between the two chairs, supporting that table is a cask of something.
Cask?
Yeah,
Fuck is a cask?
Is it like a keg?
yeah. It's basically it's
Oh,
like a keg.
Yeah, jeez, might get cultured.
I don't think I've ever heard of that before.
I think. Well, it's a
think I've
cask
heard
of wine
it.
Okay.
because I think
Hey, it's supporting something?
not that table, the one in between the chairs.
Oh.
There's also like a couple of carved wooden goblets. There's a pipe rack and a candelabrum on that chair.
Oh. So was the cask? What's up with the cask?
Well, it's just there.
Oh, it's just sitting there?
Yeah.
I thought it was supporting something.
Well,
I was like
it's-
really confused.
Between them, oh, the wooden table is supporting a cask of wine.
Okay. Ooh, look at that. A cask of wine.
Are you going to check it?
I give it a smell.
You can smell the faint smell of wine around the stopper, but it's sealed tight enough that no other smell is getting out.
All right. I'm just gonna hold on to it.
As you pick it up,
Pick it up.
you can feel that it's light. There's a slight sloshing there. Not much, but there is a slight sloshing inside the cask.
Give us a rough estimation, like an eighth full, or
Not even that. Maybe like
okay, just a small amount.
yeah, like maybe just a thin layer in there.
Oh.
Like it's enough that when you pick it up, you can hear it sloshing around in there. But it doesn't sound like a lot. Like it sounds like the cask was mostly drunk. Somebody drank most of the cask before they left the house or whatever.
I see.
Well, I'm just walking towards the door at this point.
Yeah, let's go check out the other room.
I'm just gonna keep the wine.
All right, come on,
Bottle.
unnamed wolf. I need
Just
to come up with a
clucking
name for it. Yeah,
Hitting the door frame.
As
it's just scooting on the ground.
yeah, as you're going and as you're walking across the room, you just hear behind you clunk, clunk, as it's sliding across the floor, and when it hits like a piece of wood that's lifted a little bit, it gets stuck for a second, and you give it a yank, and it just thudum.
Does it have like a base to it?
Yeah.
Or is it just the legs?
No,
Okay.
it's on a base. It's on like a wooden base.
I was gonna say I'm
And
waiting
it's-
for it just to like lose its limbs.
It's
Oh, it's on a base.
it's just going in
I didn't
as you
realize it was
walk.
on a base.
As you walk, it's just thunk, 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 thunk. And then it just when it hits like a smooth area, as it just scrapes across the floor.
I just.
That
Alright,
seems
I'm-
less
like a dog.
practical. Just
this is a door, right?
Yeah, that's a door there.
Okay, I knock on the door, then open.
Well, you get no response from knocking on it.
I mean, I didn't wait for a response.
I tell the wolf to stay here while I investigate the rest of the house. It seems to be a hassle for now.
Oh,
I
boy.
open this door in front of me.
All right, you. Okay, so you open that door,
And
and
look.
you just see it's basically a closet. So there is what is that? 2B. It's basically where you see several black cloaks hung up on the wall to the right, and they're just hanging there from hooks, and you can kind of see on like the top shelf in there, at the opposite end of the room from you, there is you see like the brim of a top hat just sitting up there.
Ooh.
Aren't we sent here to find monsters, and all we've done is just loot this place?
Well, I could have took the fucking shit off the wall, but I didn't. So.
I grabbed the
That's
top
because
hat.
it was useless.
Make a dexterity check.
Woo!
Damn.
Wait, how tall are you?
Oh,
5'4". Make a dexterity
5'4".
check, because you're gonna be, because you have the shell and everything. You're kind of like jumping to try and grab it.
Gosh.
Oh man.
There
You-
you go. Now we're
You walk up
Yeah.
into the room, and you see the top hat, and you jump at it, but you can't get your arm up enough, and you just kind of like, you hit the shelf. Like, you don't even hit the top shelf. You hit the shelf below it with your hand as you're going up, and you just whack the bottom of that shelf.
Aw. Oh well. What's your name? Charles. Would you be endearing and give me the top hat?
yeah, yes, Grandma.
Just call
Good
grandma now.
What is your height?
I don't think I have one. Yeah.
Just what would you say your height is?
Let's just do 5 foot.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
Wait,
actually, I'm human.
you
so
said
probably
5 foot?
Well, now that I think about it, like I'm human, so I'd probably be like 5'6".
All right, you're gonna have to jump for it too.
Okay, what do I have to roll
Make dexterity check.
next?
I don't know how tall I would be. I don't know, like,
Uh,
what am I looking at?
I'm lifting Charles up to reach that hat.
so
Is that
Don't worry, dearie. I'll lift you up.
okay, then you have advantage on it.
Oh, thank God. Hopefully this one goes better. Hold on.
Reach, boy. Reach.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
That was way more helpful.
Okay, so while Ubo is going and making or like putting her hands together, you step on her hands and she lifts you up enough to be able to grab the hat.
Yes.
I just imagine this is something that like definitely didn't need to be done. We just can't. It's just like slightly above my head, and I'm like, I don't know how to do this.
Okay, Ben, for the record, this race is taller than humans, so probably like above 6 foot.
Yeah, we'll say like 6'2".
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like in the middle of making my description. So,
All
so
right.
like, this seems like it's gonna be relevant.
So you get down after giving, and you give Ubo the top hat.
Thanks.
No problem.
So Mike,
Yeah, I'm just.
inside there is, it's kind of your normal dining room. You have a mahogany table that has 8 high back chairs around it,
Oh, nice.
and it has like sculpted armrest and cushion seats. The cushions are kind of like, they're not in the best shape. They have the whole table and all the chairs have dust on it. Like, it's just covered in dust. Above the
Is that a
table,
fireplace?
yes, there's another
Sorry, go ahead.
fireplace.
Go ahead.
Above the table is a crystal chandelier, and the table has it's got silverware, like silverware and crystalware on it, and somehow all of that is still shiny, but like the table and the chairs are kind of covered in dust.
Is it like actual silver?
Yeah.
I take all of it. Do I just start picking it up?
So what will that be? Let's say that's gonna be about, I want to say 15 pounds of silver of miscellaneous silverware. Because you got
Okay.
the plates, you've got the knives, spoons, forks. Yeah, all of that.
Okay. Disc silverware.
Then above the fireplace, there is a large mahogany framed painting of like just an alpine vale. There's nothing saying like where. It's just an alpine vale. It's just a random forest scene. And you can see along the walls there is images of like deer and small forest animals carved into the walls in there.
Okay. So it's like carved into the wall.
Yeah,
Are they rough carvings or are they decorative?
they're decorative.
Carvings?
Like this,
Okay.
you can tell kind of by like the
Fancy
size of the house. This was a very wealthy family.
How long has this been abandoned? Can we tell?
No, you can't really tell how long it's been abandoned. It's just it's you can kind of
Just
tell
like
it's been a
like
while.
years, like just like a decade, anything like that, or just probably by like the dust or anything that's accumulated.
Yeah, like how much dust is there?
It's a good inch.
He's trying to be like, how
I
much
don't
dust builds up in
I don't
a
know
year?
how much
Like,
fucking dust builds up.
I'm making him think about the most stupid shit.
Come
He
on.
doesn't want to think about.
Come on, Ben. We gotta know how much dust is.
Yeah, I need to know how
It's
long
enough
it
dust that
is.
you can't fucking breathe well right now.
Oh no, we're
Okay,
starting to
so
make
a
him
long
mad. He's gonna
time.
give
Yes.
us disadvantage. All right, I'm sorry.
I want to go look at the fireplace. I'm
Okay.
kidding. I'm
I
kidding.
say roll a
I get
d20.
ready to help.
I want to go. I want to see if there's like a poker, like a fire poker or anything nearby. Like a, you know what I mean?
Yeah. There,
Can I pick that up and shove it up there first?
so you grab the fire poker from the small set that's by the side of the fireplace, and go and
Yeah.
you shove the fire poker up into the fireplace.
Fireplace. Yeah, and I kind of like. I also hit the mantle to make sure it's not gonna fall over.
That weakens it, so that how many later falls on you.
Well, how hard do you hit the mantle?
Like, I mean, not hard, but like,
Enough that
if I
you're.
grab it, it's not gonna fall on me again.
Oh, it doesn't. Like when you hit it, like you can hear because it's a wood mantle above stone. You can hear crack. Like you hear the wood cracking, but you don't see there's a bit of a depression from where you hit with the poker. But that's it.
Okay, I look up there again.
Roll a d20.
Well, at least I'm not gonna die.
You you look up there.
I'm doing it carefully this time.
You don't like stick your head fully in, but you go and you just like peek in a little bit, and because you had gone and you had shoved the fire poker in a good 5 seconds earlier, like after you hit the mantle with it, then you push the fire poker in to make sure there wasn't any soot. You go and you look into the fireplace.
Oh, no.
As you're looking in there, you just see something falling, and it splats on your cheek. As you pull your head back out from the from the fireplace, and you go and you rub at your cheek, there is a white substance on your cheek.
Oh no, a ghost just on me.
No.
You go and because you're tabaxi, you go and you sniff at it, and you're like, a bird just shit on me.
Oh.
A bird shit as you scared it with the fire poker, like hitting the fire poker against the back wall. And
Can I have a cookie?
I just want to know what happens if he rolls well on one of these.
all you, like, it's
Just
basically
nothing except nothing.
it's
But
now, now you have basically your face is still mostly covered in soot from when the fireplace collapsed on you.
I have a bird shit
You
on
now
me,
have bird
and
shit
I
on your
hit
cheek.
my rocks.
Literally, like the only like you cleared off your the front of your muzzle, so you cleared off like your nose and like around your mouth, and you cleared off your eyes. So now everywhere else is still covered in soot, and you have bird shit on your cheek.
Good.
I just imagine him rolling well, and it's just like, "Yep, you see clear through the chimney."
I know. There's nothing up there, and there's never gonna be anything up there, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Oh, just wait. This is the first floor.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Well, let's go upstairs.
Make
Actually,
a
what's that?
make a perception roll,
Who? All of us.
everybody.
Perception plus 4.
Hey, I didn't roll too badly.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Just a bull from a bull family.
Okay, so
Case, calm down.
I told you it gave me high wisdom. That fucking boosts perception a lot.
so Mike and as Jahiel and Ubo are walking around the room, you notice by where Charles is standing, and you're just like standing, leaning up against the wall, kind of just looking around, and you notice right where he's like right next to where he's standing, there is a kind of like cut out shape of a door.
Oh,
So Charles has no clue about it, but you two did see it as you like scoped out the room.
I was gonna say, I thought that's the door Chase came in.
Oh,
Well,
like,
technically, I shouldn't have shown the door yet.
is it right here?
No, it's
No, he's talking
yeah,
about
this one over here.
Oh,
I
this
did-
one.
let's
Oh,
pretend I didn't come in that one.
Yeah, you all just came in.
Oh,
from,
there's a door right there.
yeah.
Oh.
You all came in from the door down
Wow.
here.
Oh, where did this come from?
Guess we walk out the door.
Hold on. Good, Wolfie. You see, Wolfie stays.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Is
I
Wolfie
put
on
the-
wheels then, or no? Wait, it's just space. We find that.
I put the top hat on the wall. Here we go, Miss Dr. Fluff.
Dr. Fluffykins the second.
Dr. Fluffykins the second.
Well, think of a name.
That is the name. What are you talking about?
It's my wolf. You guys can get your own wolf.
What did you guys
if want.
roll on that? On the original. Actually, you guys were down here. So, do you guys go to the stairs?
Sure.
As you're at the bottom of the stairs, roll another perception check. Or more as you were coming out of that door.
Damn it. My eyes shut.
They're getting
Ah.
better.
Mine aren't.
What was the one thing? Oh, DC 12. So as you guys were walking out of the door from the dining room, you Charles just walks right by. Like he keeps going towards the stairs, but the other two notice a door that's it's inlaid into the wall a little bit.
Oh,
Hey, what are you guys doing?
there's another hidden door here. Why is there so many hidden doors?
Oh, I walked right past it, I guess.
Do rich people have hidden door fetishes?
Probably.
I don't know. Well,
I'm opening it up.
nothing
Okay.
ventured.
Inside.
So
Oh,
you enter a
Is that a toilet?
no, it's a kitchen area,
Okay.
and it's very tidy in here. Like you have you have dishware and cookware and utensils they're all placed on the shelves. There is a work table across from the door with a cutting board and rolling pin on it and a knife laying next to it. There's an oven on the far side of the room. And
Now,
it
this
has
is
a
my
bent
kind of area.
stovepipe that is connecting to a hole in the ceiling.
I look inside of it. No, I'm kidding.
You can't see anything, it's just an oven.
Oh, damn.
If you really want to look inside of it, I'll roll something.
The knife, is it in like good condition, or is it?
It's it's not a knife you would fight with. It's a cooking knife.
Oh. Then I turn
Don't
my
cut
cheek
yourself.
to it.
So it's a knife you could fight with.
Burp poop falls off.
If this is a closet, then what is this?
That is a dumbwaiter.
Oh,
Yeah.
And behind the to the
makes
left of
sense.
the stove, you just see a rather thin wooden door.
Oh,
Who's the smallest? I'm assuming Charles.
I mean, I'm 5'6".
These
Can Charles fit in there?
5, 4, 6, 2, and
It doesn't look like it because I think each squares are 5 feet.
Ubo is the smallest one. So this back door you peek in there and it leads to a pantry.
oh. Any ingredients?
No.
I'm gonna make cookies.
There is food in there, but it's all pretty bland. It's no like ingredients. It's just like apples and stuff. So you see somebody may have been here recently.
Oh, interesting. Guys, there was actually food in there.
Interesting.
You take it.
Doesn't seem like anybody was here before us though, so that's strange.
So the dumbwaiter, it's behind a small door in that corner, and it's
Yeah.
basically it's a 2-foot wide stone shaft.
Oh, okay. So
It's got a wooden
nobody's
elevator box.
nobody's gonna fit in there.
Yeah.
I open I look into it. I
I
open
don't
the door
since
just
I
see
don't
if there's
think
anything in there. Like, does it have
there
a door?
isn't. Like you go and you lift up the door, and you see just like a wooden elevator box in there. And since none of you are small characters, you don't
No,
you know you
I was
can't
gonna-
fit in there.
I was gonna shove somebody in there, send them up.
That's what somebody should have been a halfling. They probably could have fit.
Oh well.
Next time, I guess.
So you guys want to go upstairs, or are you still exploring
Let's
down
go
there?
upstairs.
Yeah.
I take the rolling pin, I put it in the dumbwaiter, and I send it up.
What do you put in there?
The rolling pin.
Okay. You bring the bell that's next to the dumbwaiter,
Ding ding.
and you're waiting to hear if it goes up. You don't hear anything.
Oh. Oh well.
right.
Where's it going? 6.
Who wants to go first?
I think Grandma should.
All right.
Grandma, hurry up! Get up those stairs.
I'll be right there.
Yeah, I'll catch you in case your arthritis gets you.
You sure you want to catch me? You want to think about that one.
I mean, I won't really have
So-
a choice if you fall, so.
I think about catching you, but all of a sudden I see your cookies falling too, and I go for those.
I'm not catching. Don't worry, I'm agile-ish. Whoa! Oh, look,
Hi.
more wolfies.
Oh, hey.
No.
These ones look armored. Oh, no.
So
Sorry,
How'd you get
my
up there?
eyes are going bad.
you can see it's a very elegant hall. There's a fireplace
better.
at the end, and there's suits of armor that are flanking large wooden doors. The armor goes. All of the armors clutch a spear, and it's got a visored helmet in the shape of a wolf's head.
Ooh.
On the doors, there's more carvings, and this is of like dancing youths. Or from where you are, it looks like teenagers or children dancing. Above the
Nice.
fireplace is a large wood frame portrait of who you assume is the owners of this place.
Looks like a faggot.
Did the two kids from the beginning say they were from this house? Or were they just two kids?
They
Yes, he's very flamboyant.
you can kind of
Finally.
now you can kind of tell because you can see on the on that portrait that there's a mother and a father and two children that look just like the two that were outside.
Well, it looks like they were lying.
Yeah, but I thought this place was abandoned. So have they just been living in the pantry?
We're still figuring it out.
Oh,
We didn't know it was abandoned until we went in, and then everything's like, well, it's pretty dirty.
What did those kids say exactly?
There were
There's
monsters.
monsters.
They said there was a
Monsters in
monster
here?
in the house.
We haven't seen shit. Should we
Kinda
go back out and
monsters.
call them liars?
What kind of monsters don't leave tracks?
Why don't you go check the chimney again? Maybe there's right to see
Good
something
idea. I look
there.
up the chimney.
And the staircase does continue up to another floor. You can
Oh, I
feel
see
a
that.
cold draft that is coming down those stairs.
I look up the chimney before that.
Roll a d20.
I fall down.
I didn't. There was no modifier to it. You were just looking. So,
Oh, well, still.
so you had a critical one. you, as you go and peer down to see if this connects to a lower one. As you put your hands on the bottom, and you can tell that the fireplace hasn't been used for a while. Like there aren't any logs or anything in there. As you go and you lean to look over the edge, you've got your hands right on the edge. The rock or the stones slip out from under your hands, and you go head first into the into the fireplace. You get about to your waist. Like you slide down the fireplace a bit. Like the two up top can basically see to your to your knees, or from like your knees down. And that's it.
Oh, dear.
Like your knees
I
to your
think-
feet.
I think I'm gonna add like a personality. Curiosity kills the cat.
Yeah. You're basically what it is your arms are above your head, and you are stuck in the chimney.
You all right? You need help?
Can you pull me out? Thanks.
All right.
I probably shouldn't help. I'm not very strong.
Here I go.
Offer tips on how to do it better.
I appreciate the assistance, Charles.
I just get in the way.
Am I rolling strength?
Yeah, strength check.
Jesus.
Don't
He's taking all my
underestimate
luck.
So you go and you grab his you grab him by the ankles, and
Here we go.
you go and you lift him up a little bit and start like pulling out, like just you're basically grab him by the ankles, pull him up a little bit, and then start angling him out of the fireplace,
Up you go.
and just basically scraping his chest along the area that the stones fell out. You're just scraping him along until he's fully out of there. And now
No.
his whole
Okay.
like basically everything is now covered in soot down to his knees.
Maybe you should think about taking occupation as a chimney sweep.
The only part that is semi clean is the front of his clothing because you were scraping him on the rocks.
Hey, now I'm a real black cat. I'm very unlucky.
I said you don't take any damage, you were just stuck.
Thank God. I'll die from this shit.
All right.
I
Oh.
just sit there for a minute.
All right. Well, he does that. Old Grandma Ubo knows a thing about abandoned knights. I take the knights' weapons and I throw them downstairs.
Okay.
We ain't gonna have any of this.
So
I've had experiences before.
So you go and you uncurl the hands of each of the knights, and one by one you grab the spears from them, and you toss them down the stairs.
Yep. Toss them to the other lower floor.
As they hit the ground, you just hear a clattering of them on wood.
There we go. We can always put them back later.
Yeah.
Sure.
I got my eye on you, you stupid metal knight.
Just watching with amusement.
No cookies for them today. All right. Oh,
I am going to check in the bottom room.
I gotta go pee. Be right.
Okay, so you're gonna go down, check in there.
I'll go with it. While trying to clean myself off. A
Maybe
little bit.
there's another fireplace. Maybe we can...
Give me 1
Yeah.
second.
It's dark in here. I can't see.
Give me a second.
I can't hear you. It's dark in here.
Shut the fuck up.
Can't hear you either.
Say, give me a goddamn second.
Yeah.
So as
Yeah,
you so as you walk in, you just see gossamer drapes that are covering the 3 windows at the opposite side of the room. And you can see above you there is a brass-plated chandelier hanging from the ceiling. On either side of the room, in between the windows and next to you as you walk in, there are upholstered chairs just lining the walls. There are also stained glass wall hangings they're pushed out a little bit from the wall, like in a frame, and they depict men, women, children singing and playing instruments. There, on the far side of the room, there is a harpsichord with a bench in basically the northwest corner. Wait, is that it? Hold on.
How's it going, guys?
Oh, the piano
Let's
is
give
the
him those.
harpsichord. Never mind.
Oh.
So down, basically straight across from the door is a harpsichord with a bench on it. In the near the fireplace, there is a large standing harp.
I go to the harp
Ooh,
and I try and play it.
Roll for
you can
performance.
do it. I believe in you.
Also on the mantelpiece, there's different alabaster figures of dancers.
I'm just gonna stop doing anything today.
Uh, you don't do well. Like
Okay.
Here,
you go and
let me
you
try.
you go and pluck at a couple of the strings, and they just snap off. Like two of the strings just snap as you go and just touch them.
Oh, okay.
You go and you reach
nice
out
little
as
test.
far as you can to go and or you walk alongside the harp and you test a few more strings, and a few of them seem fine, but like you test like 4 strings, 2 of them are
Because I
fine,
broke
2
them.
snap.
I broke them, so they're not as good.
Yeah.
Well, he broke 2 more, so you've broken 5 strings on it altogether.
I look up the fireplace.
Roll
I admire the dancers on the mantle.
As you are inspecting those, while Jahiel is going and looking into the fireplace or trying to look up the fireplace again, you look at the dancers on the alabaster figurines that are up on the mantle, and you can see a few of them are carvings of skeletons, just like well-dressed skeletons.
Oh. Huh.
I'm gonna be right back. I have to really piss.
Okay.
Go for it.
These are some fancy skeletons.
Trying to pick a better background for my character.
Do you guys think the fireplaces are gonna kill me?
Yes.
I need to wait. I need to give proper first aid next time.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Grandma's got you.
We haven't even gotten to any combat. I'm already down 3 hit points.
So right now I think my background's instead of it, well, it's set to stage and it's hermit.
I can hold my breath
Oh,
for an hour at a time.
Oh, really? Jesus.
Yeah.
Seems like it could be helpful.
I can see in the dark up to 60 feet.
Just imagine sleeping gas knocks you guys out. I start holding my breath and just carry you guys out.
Yeah, you could. You move. When you move on your turn in combat, you can double your speed until the end of the next turn, or to the end of the turn. Huh. Sweet. So I can move fucking 60 feet. Jesus.
Just wait till you see my shell defense.
Climbing doesn't cost me extra movement either.
Oh yeah, I had a tabaxi monk. They're really good. What's it?
Once per turn, I can do sneak attack. Interesting.
Secret agent man. God, I didn't think wisdom.
Once per turn,
gives me
you
so
can
many
deal an
good
extra
bonus.
1d6 damage to a creature you hit with an attack if you have advantage on the attack roll. So it's only if you have advantage. Interesting. Yeah, makes sense. What? What do you mean? Huh? Meow. Oh, sure.
God. Look at these claws.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
So what was going on?
I was observing the fancy, well-dressed skeletons.
I was about to
Figurines.
look up the chimney carefully.
Okay, so you go and you look up the chimney.
You know what to do, boy.
Roll a d20.
Get ready.
Oh, it was almost 20.
So you go and you kind of brace like one hand on either side, like one hand on the top part, one hand on the bottom
bet.
part, and you look in and look up, and just a small speck of ash or dust or something, like basically ash that was still in the chimney, just gets knocked loose from your by your hand and gets caught in your eye. You
my eye.
now have disadvantage on perception rolls, or on a perception roll.
Oh. Damn it.
If you're gonna keep doing it, I'm gonna
I
start.
look around the room. I want to look around the room.
Okay.
I want to get rid of it.
Then roll perception.
Oh, okay.
Again,
That wasn't actually too bad.
you used your good rolls. You're done now.
You don't really find anything. You stand there looking around, kind of like swiping at your eye, trying to get it out. You're able to get it out. Like you get that out as you're looking around, and you kind of blink a few times and you're squinting around the room. You don't really notice anything weird about it.
Yeah. I'm just sitting there.
Yeah, you're literally just sitting by
really
the
know what else to
fireplace, just
do.
trying to paw at your eye, like just pawing at your eye, trying to get the thing out as you're looking around.
One of these days, these fireplaces are gonna have something good.
I think we should move on to the next room. There doesn't seem
Don't
to be
worry.
much here.
They're there. Pat the cat on the back.
Pet the kitty. I bet the kitty.
So
Wait, was there anything with the fancy skeleton figurines?
no, they're alabaster
Speaking of
figurines,
door.
just there in like a dancing in like different dancing poses. A few
Oh.
of them are just like they're regular figurines. Some are well dressed skeletons. About half of them are just skeletons that have what's supposed to be fancy clothes on.
I like these. Might need to come back later.
I'll just add it to the pile of items we're taking
Wait, what was there?
down in the front.
What did I miss?
Let me just take a look around a little bit more.
Yeah, can I take a look around the room?
Sure, make perception rolls. Actually, what are your guys' passives?
Passive is
14.
14. You don't
14,
notice anything out of the ordinary. Like there's nothing really of interest there.
I want to play this bit. I'm gonna test this instrument out.
All right, performance check.
One more go. Whew.
I look in the other room while they're still in there.
There we go.
You
Do,
play
I
like
hear
a
beautiful music.
you play like basically like a chopsticks type thing. You're sitting there going, just playing. You're just hitting keys. It's not particularly good, but it's a song.
Well, I'm glad this one works.
I leave the room to go check the other room.
So you're going.
I go with him.
into the.
Jahil.
I'm already like
Well,
fucking.
You guys go back in that room. Go back into the observatory.
I mean, I wasn't in there.
Yeah,
so
I
should
know. No, you left. You're at the door. So you go inside, and it's a library. There are red velvet drapes on the windows across from you. There's also in front of the windows there is an exquisite mahogany desk and a matching high back chair. It's angled so it can see the door and the fireplace. No, Chase, go back to playing the fucking piano.
Oh,
Chase or something.
I thought this was the what the fuck?
That's the observatory. Where you are is the observatory.
I only know science
Yeah,
observatories.
I honestly thought that was the.
I don't know why it's the observatory, but it says it names it as the observatory, so that's where it is.
I didn't know there was. I just happened to be in the right one.
So yeah, it's basically the desk is facing the door and the fireplace, so it's just angled there. Above the fireplace is a framed picture of a windmill that's on top of a rocky crag instead of a red field this time. In the corners on either side of the fireplace are like two overstuffed chairs. On your right are books, are just floor to ceiling bookshelves. And there's a wooden ladder so you can easily go back and forth on there to reach the higher shelves.
Okay, I walk over to the desk, just mentioning there's a lot of windmills around this fucking house.
So sitting on top of the desk is an oil lamp, a jar of ink, and a quill. There's a tinderbox that's on there. With it sitting in the center, right in front of the chair, is a letter a letter with a red wax seal, or a red wax. Oh, a letter kit. Sorry, a letter kit.
Letter kit.
Yeah, okay. And there's also you can see on the backside of it as you walk around. There's just one drawer on the left side.
Okay. Can I open the drawer?
Yeah. You open the drawer. The only thing that's in there is an iron key.
Okay. I take the key, just in case.
All right.
And is there just anything of value? Is the letter kit valuable?
Did you want to look in it and see if there's anything in there that's of value?
Yeah.
So inside there is a red wax candle, 4 blank sheets of parchment, and a wooden seal bearing this house's insignia, which is a windmill.
Okay.
That's all that's on there.
I'll take it.
Okay. It's like a small, maybe like 6-inch thing, like 6-inch by like 4-inch by 2-inch box. So you just shut that and you throw it in your backpack.
And would I get an iron key?
Yeah.
Oh. That's out of feet.
Is there anything else on this that's like worth me taking, I guess?
It's completely up to you. There's an oil lamp, jar of ink, quill, and a tinderbox. That's all that's on there.
Take the ink and the quill, just in case.
All right. So you put those in your backpack. Or you wrap the ink in like some kind of cloth that you have and put it in your backpack so it doesn't break.
Yeah. I just wait for them to
All right.
come over.
As he's gone through the desk, you guys walk into the room. As he finishes going through the desk.
Found a key.
Ooh. Any monsters yet?
Not that I can tell.
Did you check the chimney?
Did not. Stop mentioning the chimney. I walk over, check the chimney.
Roll.
Yes. Finally.
You look in there and there's just ash and soot, and that's it.
Nice. Okay.
Nothing happened this time.
Oh, nice.
Wow. My lucky day.
I look around the room.
Make a perception check.
Whoa. Jesus, dude.
So
Wisdom, high wisdom, man. Also 19.
So you go and you see the desk that he was looking at, you see the chairs in the corner, and you see a lot of random books on the bookshelf.
Ooh.
You go up and you start like scanning through them, and you see it on the right by the desk there is several shelves that are all like rare first edition collected works of basically poetry and fiction.
Ooh.
As you go and after you're done like inspecting the front of the shelves there, you go back into the back part of the area and you see a wait, where is this going? Yeah, back where you are, you see a shelf, or on the shelf there's an upside down book that kind of stands out. It's a rather large tome that compared to like all the other ones that are on the shelves around it, which are they're up and down, like they're correctly placed. This one for some reason is upside down.
Oh. I'll fix this. I'll take the book out.
As you take the book out, it goes and you hear pop pop, and the shelf, like the whole that whole wall of books goes and just it pops out just a tiny bit, enough so you could grab it.
I see. So I can grab
Charles
each-
doing.
I look around to see what's going on.
So the shelf has like a crack around the edges now.
Yeah, basically, it's you didn't see it before. There was there was just like you could see the shelves aren't at like the like 5 foot section of shelves wasn't connected to the one next to it, and now it's out a little bit so you could grab it and pull it open more. It's basically a secret door.
Yeah. Pulling it open.
All right, so you pull it open, and that opens up here.
Oh. Guys, I found a secret door. Again.
Is that a skeleton?
All right,
I'm hoping maybe not their parents.
so you go and walk into the secret room that's behind the bookcase, and you see another set on the left. You see another, or on both sides actually, you see more bookshelves. And as you are scanning through those bookshelves, you see a lot of them are like different summoning rituals, and you see a few scrolls that are marked, a few scrolls and a few tomes that are marked as priests of Osibus.
Priest of Osibus.
Sounds insane.
Make. Did you want to look at the books?
Yeah.
Make an
Let's look at
Arcana
the-
check.
Arcana. Arcana.
Gonna get another 19.
Probably.
I have a-
Watch.
I don't have a good Arcana. It's 20.
Mine's okay.
Matter. Your rolls are just ridiculous. I mean, that's not that bad.
Can I
I
come
don't-
in and read them too?
If
I
you
actually
want.
might know what it's like.
Take a look at this, Charles.
So
Yeah, maybe
you
I'll know.
like you're just scanning through them, like you're just swiping through them, and you don't really find anything. But you do see farther into the room there is a skeleton that is leaning, or it's like kind of laying up against a chest. It's got tattered clothes on, so it kind of stays together.
How ominous.
If you're gonna go and are you gonna check out the books?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
3. No. Well,
Same thing.
pretty much.
Uh,
Slightly better.
I guess I'll look too.
Pass it to heal. Maybe he'll know.
Yeah, here. See if
So-
you know anything about anything.
Yeah, that's a book.
Slightly
you
better.
you
so-
can't really tell, like you're not sure if they're actual rituals that people would perform or anything. Like, you can't really tell. If you wanted to sit there and study the tome, then you could. Then maybe you could figure out or discern if they were actual rituals or not. But just from flipping through and glancing, you can't really tell shit.
I just hand it back to Charles. If he wants to do anything with it, he can.
I put it back.
Okay.
Maybe just keep that on you. Who knows?
I see the chest. Is that locked?
I take a look at the chest.
Can I see
Oh.
what may have caused this thing to die?
Did you want to walk up to it, get closer?
Yeah.
Yeah, here.
There's not a lot of room to squeeze by, but yeah.
So, as you walk up to the skeleton, you can see it has. Wait, once. Oh, as you get closer, you can see the skeleton is actually half in and half out of the chest,
Oh.
Oh dear.
and it's basically being held together by leather armor. Make a investigation check.
That's not bad.
So as you get closer and you go and lift up the lid and kind of you pull the skeleton out, like you just grab the bag of its leather armor and just start pulling him out. You look at his chest and you see there are 3 darts stuck through the armor and through into the guy's rib cage.
I immediately drop to the floor, just in case there's another trap.
As you're dropping to the floor, you let go of the skeleton and the chest, and the chest slams shut.
Yep, darts fly out. I was prepared.
No,
Something going
nothing
on?
happens. It
you
slams
doing?
shut and nothing happens.
Sorry, I saw some stuff in this corpse. I thought maybe it's how it died. But maybe it was a trap room.
I can use those darts.
You want to walk up and retrieve the darts from him?
I'll retrieve the darts.
I'm
yeah.
guessing this room is very tiny. I just
There's
don't
3 of
wanna
them?
look at the
It's
door.
very tiny. Yeah, there's 3 darts.
I show. Make room.
So both of you
So
left
where-
as Ubo came
I
up.
wanted to go in, but like after everybody left.
Yeah. So you both walk out of the room, and Ubo is retrieving the darts from the guy's chest.
Actually,
There we
pretty
go.
good with religion. Can I? What was that Obus thing you were saying about?
The priest of Eusebius.
Yeah, can I roll to see if I know anything about that?
You
'Cause
don't.
I'm pretty religious.
Like, you don't really like. You kind of recognize the name, but like, you've heard of the name before, but it doesn't really ring any bells.
Is it like? Do I know if it's like a well-known like religion, or is it just kind of like a local one?
It's known. It's mostly just known that they're fanatical.
Okay, well, that's not usually good.
Yeah, they're more of like a cult than actual like priests.
Okay. Should we take some of these scrolls anyway? Just
I don't see why not. Might be
Um,
worth something.
can we see what specific ones there are? Is anything more relevant than others?
A lot of them just have like simple twine wrappings around the scrolls and stuff. The tomes are in decent condition, but without actual like research into them, you won't really know which is valuable or not.
Do any of them look fancier than the others?
Not really. They're just like they're all like leather bound tomes that somebody has written in. It's all like basic
leave it.
parchment and stuff.
I can't decide which one to take. I'll leave it up to you, Jahil.
Can I just take another look and see if I just see anything that I recognize to be valuable?
Roll a investigation check. No, you can't really
Not
tell
really.
what's valuable and what's not. They're just books.
I just shrug and I go over to where Ubo is, and do I see her taking the darts out of the skeleton?
She's already taken them out. She's kind of just standing there.
I
Okay.
got some free darts.
Those were in the skeleton. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
I'm
keeping
gonna
in the
stand
chest.
to the side.
Okay.
I open the chest.
All right. Nothing happens. And you can see when you open the chest, you can see the dart firing mechanism that is inside the chest is empty. So those were the only darts that were in there.
I relay to everybody. Place could be trapped. Be careful.
All right.
Is there anything in the chest at all?
Within the chest, there are 3 blank books with black leather covers. There are 3 spell scrolls that are in there. There is
Oh.
the deed to the house, the deed to a windmill, and a signed will.
Well, that sounds like stuff we should just take.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm just gonna take all that.
All right.
This is our house now.
Yeah, I give each of one book to everybody because I don't want to carry the rest.
All right, so everybody gets a blank book.
Yeah.
So you go and you see that the deed to the house is the house you're in, and it is the Durst household. The deed to the windmill is it's a windmill that is in the mountains of East Valaki. you don't know where that is. Like you don't know where that is because you have no clue where you are. Or you have an idea of where you are, that you were in Ravenloft, but you don't recognize the town or anything.
What is it? East
East of Vallaki. Vallaki. And you look at the will, which is signed by Gustav and Elizabeth Durst, and it bequeaths the house, the windmill, and all other family property to Rosavalda and Thornbolt Durst in the event of the parents' death.
Should probably hide that just so no one else sees that. So they don't know it's not
Yeah,
us.
I mean, I take it for now, but I'll burn it later.
Okay.
Thanks, skeleton, for taking the hit.
Thanks, buddy.
So,
Pat him on the head.
actually, no, this is not really. Yeah, no. That doesn't really pertain to this right now. Normally, there's like a letter clutched in his hand, but we're not going to be continuing this. So, this is just a one shot, so we're just going to abandon that.
Okay. Can we look to see if there's another hidden room behind these other bookshelves?
Roll perception.
Okay, Sims, I'll remember what that is.
Or no, roll investigation. You check, you just scan through the shelves and you don't find anything.
Okay.
I want to take one last look through the bookshelf to see if I find any valuable first editions.
It would be the one on the other
Rare
side.
books over here.
Oh, over here? Yeah.
These are the rare one.
Just want to see if there's anything rare. What do I roll? Just investigation?
Roll investigation.
Ooh. Ooh.
The one and only.
You can make money for your one shot.
Yeah. Look, man.
So you're going through like the three shelves. You grab like 5 different books that you know are valuable because you've had jobs to go and steal those books or those types of books for people before. There's a few names. There's a good amount of names you don't recognize, but there are about 5 or 6 that you do that you know are worth money.
Okay.
I think we should go check upstairs. There was an old draft there.
Come along, dearies.
There was that room over there that wasn't secret. I just forgot I hit it.
Oh.
Oh. That's the thing that connects. Ding ding. Oh, hey, we missed a door here.
Hey, look, a door.
No, opening on in. Or looking first. I don't go straight in. I'm a
So-
wise lady.
You look in there and you see a pair of beds with just straw mattresses. And at the foot of them, there's 2 foot lockers. That's really all you see there.
Right. Looks like it's a bedroom. Maybe for the kids.
I'll walk into.
I just stand at the door this time. There's no chimneys or anything, so I don't give a fuck.
You're not interested. There's no chimneys.
I point to the dumbwaiter and say, "Hey, look, the rolling pin."
The rolling pin's way down there.
No, for some reason the rolling pin is now on the 2nd floor.
I
Oh,
thought he sent it up.
No, I don't think he did.
I didn't. I waited
You just
for it, but
you
nothing
rang the
happened.
bell, waited, nothing happened. Then
Oh.
then you basically you shut the door and walked away.
Oh.
Or no, you had the door shut, then you rang the bell and walked away.
Let's hope that's just how dumbwaiters work. I
The
look at
person
the.
has to pull it up to them.
I don't know. I'm freaked out now.
Ooh.
Check in this Foot Locker.
You
Is
don't
it locked?
you don't find anything in there. It's just empty.
Damn. What about this one?
Same.
Damn it.
I noticed there's a door here, and I just kind of peek inside.
You see servants' clothes, servants' uniforms hanging on hooks inside the
Can I
closet.
rifle through them, see if there's anything in the pockets or anything.
Roll an investigation check. You don't find shit. There is nothing in
Like,
them.
well, nothing in those.
Oh. All right.
God, my rolls, dude.
No monsters in here.
So bad. All right.
Let's
Next
go up
floor.
the stairs. Do 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 do. Let me do some stretches real quick.
So
Oh, all right. Time to continue on.
uh so you
Maybe
walk
we
up the
should just
stairs.
go back. I don't see any monsters.
Could always go back and ask him which floor. Kind of
That's
getting a little
true.
tired of this. I don't know how many stairs are there.
Well,
This
you're
looks like
now
the last
The last
floor.
as
floor.
yeah, as you walk up, you are at the top of the large staircase.
Oh. All right.
So you're all walking upstairs.
Yep.
Charles, move. I can't get up the stairs.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't move.
Thanks, man.
So as you walk up the stairs, or as Charles moves out of the way, you hear this clattering from right next to him, and you just see the armor that's standing there picks up its spear and stabs at Charles.
Oh no.
Oh, Jesus.
I knew it. I knew it.
Let me get to that.
No.
I need to see his attacks.
This is why you take their spear before they can use it.
No, I just got up here. You were the first one.
1 second.
You always got to be careful, boy.
Where's the fucking thing? There it is.
Charles, no.
Uh,
All right, here's the time to roll good. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
Get your bad ones out of the way.
Yeah.
Well, everybody roll initiative.
Oh,
'Cause he's gonna get a surprise attack on Charles.
Initiative
Oh.
is my worst.
There we go.
nice.
Let's keep that up.
That just means you're going first.
So,
No.
Wow,
so it's going to be Mike.
that was a bad roll.
I'm going last.
He's really surprised.
Oh, good.
And then Ryan. So it's going to make an attack roll on Charles first. 6 plus. So 10.
armor class 11, so I don't.
Okay, so he goes and he's actually got he was holding a sword instead of a spear, and he just went and he swung it around and tried to stab at you, and you were able to dodge out of the way as the sword goes and just skids off your armor, basically.
Thank God.
Wait, did you guys equip your armor and stuff?
I have
did.
my stuff equipped.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean,
Yeah. Looks like it.
I don't think I actually have anything. I mean, no, I did. Okay.
Usually you
I
don't
mean,
start with armor.
I have leather, which bumped it up to 12 instead of 11.
Oh,
Well, I jumped over to yours and I'm like, wait, where is his?
So
I'm like,
yeah,
does he not have armor?
barely.
All right, so then it's going to be Mike. You're going to go first.
Okay. I can squeeze by here, right? Like, I just want to go to this side.
yeah, that's a very short movement.
Yeah.
So-
What's your movement?
It's
30.
It's 30 feet, but it can be 60 feet if it needs to be.
So yeah, you went and does he get an opportunity attack? No, because you're facing him the whole time. So
Yeah, I was gonna. I'm in range still.
yeah,
So,
you just moved by him as he was taking that stab at
yeah, I kind of
Charles.
just duck under it and move to the side so I can
Yeah.
get in here. I guess I'll just hit him. My 2 daggers.
All right. Roll for attack.
What is my attack? I get +5 to hit with these daggers, I think. Check. I get +6 to hit.
You get +6.
16.
That's misses.
Bam. A glancing blow.
And then are you going to use bonus action to attack with the second one?
So another.
This one
20.
you don't do modifier on.
Okay. I'm just
Severe miss. So the first one, you go to stab up at where his face would be, and you hit the wolf-shaped armor, and like you hit the bottom of it, and it skids off. Your first one skids off. The second one, you go to stab him, and you just completely miss as he takes a step forward, and you hit the wall right behind him.
Shit.
Like, you were going in to stab under his arm, and you just missed and hit the wall instead. So
This is awkward.
Udo's up. Or Ubo.
All right. I ain't letting this knight take anything. I grapple the knight in armor.
I knew it.
What the fuck does grappling do? I forget.
I'm basically gonna pick the knight up
You wrestle
with the
it.
grapple. Basically wrestle.
Okay.
Strength roll, strength roll, strength roll. Is there anything else?
I think it's just strength.
Let's see what athletics are. It's not athletics. Good. Okay. I think it would just be general strength roll.
You can use the attack action to make special melee attack grapple. Make multiple attacks with the attack action. This attack replaces one of them. No more than one size larger. This one free hand. You try to see the target by the grapple check.
It is athletics.
So is there something in this, or is this just a suit of armor?
It's just a suit of armor.
God.
Making grapple check instead of an attack roll. Strength check contested by the target's strength check or dexterity check. Succeed automatically if it's incapacitated. All right, so make a athletics check.
Aw. The one time I wanted something.
And it's against their strength or dexterity. Yeah, nope. You go and you try and kind of jump at it and try and grapple it. But like as you try to pick it up, it doesn't move. Like it's just standing there looking at you.
Stupid metal head.
I think that's your only attack. Yeah, it's your only action you can make, I think.
I don't have any of my monk abilities, so I can't do like a monk power bonus
Yeah.
action.
So what
Wait,
I'm gonna do-
oh wait. Unarmed strike is a bonus action.
Yeah, you can make an
Apparently.
unarmed strike against him.
All right, let's unarmed strike him. God dang, metalhead. So +4 on hit DC. So that's like just roll it to see if it hits first.
Yep, D20 to see if it hits.
D20 +4. Whoa.
14.
Smacking this boy.
Miss.
Whoa.
Oh,
It
So-
glances off the armor.
You hit him, but your hand, like you're going for an open palm slap, basically, and you hit him with like just the butt of your palm with like a glancing blow.
Crap. I'll get you next time.
All right, and
Gotcha.
now it's his turn. He turns towards Ubo. Because you just hit him, he turns towards you, and he's going to do a multi-attack. He's going to do two melee attacks against you. That's 9 plus 9. 13.
I have an armor class of 17.
Okay, so that misses. Then the second slam attack. That's another 13. So miss. So he goes and he slashes at you with his sword, but he misses, and then he swings again. And just like the tip gets like right up against your armor, but it doesn't even leave like a scratch or anything as he goes and swings wildly.
That tick.
Ryan's turn.
all right. I take a step back towards the stairs, and I cast the poison spray cantrip while moving my hands and muttering something in Druidic.
Mecca ha, mecca howdy ho.
Let me check something quick.
It says the creature must succeed on a constitution saving throw, but I don't even know if that's going to work on this, to be honest.
Sure.
I don't know if poison works on armor.
One second. I just need to check something really quickly.
I got one here, but
Oh. One second. Yeah, your spell does nothing
Fuck.
because the armor has an immunity to poison.
Yikes.
Well, now we know.
Good to know for the future that we're not gonna have.
Resistance one. Yeah. This isn't resistance. This is. I think. Yeah, we're gonna play it that way. Yeah, it has basically full-fledged immunity to poison.
Well, that's what I got for that turn.
And then did you just move back?
Yeah, I just.
Okay, so yeah, you go and you cast poison spray from your hand, and the poison just sprays out in like a cone from your hand, and just it hits against the armor, and you aimed like right for its face, and it hits the wolf head, and just drips off, does nothing. It kind of like it pools and spots on the ground and quickly evaporates. So we're back to Mike.
Luck, buddy.
So how close to the wall is this thing, and has it moved its legs at all?
Yeah, it took like one step. Wait, what the fuck is? Yeah. It took like a step forward. So there's
Okay,
about I want to say, let's say 6 inches or so away from the wall.
Okay. Can I climb on top of this thing?
You'll have to grapple it.
And then,
You'll have to use your action to grapple it.
oh, well, I was just gonna try and like climb behind it and like push it towards the edge, the stairs. But
You can
Not towards me.
make an athletics check.
okay. I see my daggers didn't do anything, so I'm just gonna do something else. What is it? Dexterity?
Yeah, athletics check. So
Nice.
Oh,
So you go and you basically you kind of like jump against the wall and catch yourself with your claws, and then you just kick backwards, and your feet connect with the. We'll call this an unarmed strike.
I can. Well, I have claws.
Well, yeah, but you
Yes.
also do you have boots on?
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, I would assume you have boots on. So
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna go with unarmed strike.
My goal is to just move him towards the edge of the fucking stairs.
Well, you kick him in the back, and it stumbles forward about another
Foxies don't wear
foot or so.
shoes.
It's basically like right in front of Ubo.
Okay. So should I make an unarmed strike? Oh wait, that's just one.
That's
damage,
just one
isn't it?
damage. It takes one
Okay.
damage.
Gotcha. Well, now I'm behind it, and you're flanking it.
Why do you guys gotta be so close? The only thing I think I can do.
So Chase's turn.
All right.
What do you want to do, Chase?
I'm going for that another grapple.
Yeah, come on, let's do this.
Oh,
Come on.
ah.
I wanted to see this thing fall down the stairs.
That's your guys' dexterity.
mine? +4.
Chase, what's your dexterity?
So
3.
you try and grapple it again, and
+3 or 3?
actually roll with
Fucking
advantage
-4.
because it's stumbling.
Oh,
Oh, it is.
It's stumbling, so roll with advantage.
It isn't. Wasn't the.
Have something that might work, but it could also kill us.
Does it? If it's only prone, does it?
It's not
What is
prone.
it?
It's just it's stumbling forward from the hit.
You succeed. Okay, I'll just do it. I wanted to read what it said. Can't find it now because I'm dumb. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
So you actually let me see. Let me just see one thing.
Throws it all the way down.
That
So
looks like
as
it's
you
something.
go and you grab it, and you're gonna try and throw it over you. Is that what you're gonna do?
it'd be difficult for me to throw it over me.
Like, how are you going to do it? Like, are you just gonna shove it?
It's kind of gonna be. I'm trying to find a good
It's already
gift.
staggering forward.
It's
Instead of-
staggering
I'm
forward.
continuing the momentum and fucking I'm doing a fuck. How do we? What is it? What is that move called? Where you back?
Like you're just basically grappling it to the side and then like pushing it over the edge.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw over the.
All right, so you're going to basically go and try and push it over the edge.
Yep.
All right, well, because it is on the
Like
same
this.
turn as you, it makes a dexterity check. And it got an 8. So you go and you basically sidestep as it's going and stumbling forward. You sidestep it and you go and just like hammer fist it. Like you put your two hands together and you just hit it in the back to knock it forward so that it keeps going.
Have it break through, shattering the railing.
That's what it does.
Gotta give it
Like, it goes and
Yes!
you hit it hard enough that it goes and it hits the railing. It slams into the railing, and from the impact, the railing just cracks apart and like breaks right where it hit, and the thing just you see it topple over and falls all the way onto the floor.
Does it like break apart into like a million like armor pieces? Just like not like a million, but like just a bunch of like parts just come off of it.
It takes 20 points of damage. So
Looks like you fell, dearie. Should be more careful.
So it
I put
slams into the ground floor. So it is all the way
Don't tell me that thing's still alive.
down there. As it hits the floor, it goes
Oh
and
wait, the metal weapons are down there.
Uh-oh.
The wolf is down there.
Oh no, not the wolf.
actually it doesn't hit the tips of the spears. So
Okay.
it hits the ground and
He's
it
okay.
lands on the shafts of the spears. And as it hits the ground, the helmet the arms and the legs, basically, they pop off into
Yes.
multiple pieces. So like the gauntlet, the hands and the upper arms, the hands and the lower arms pop off. The upper arm pops off from the elbow and the shoulder. The legs pop off from the knee down and from the knee down and from like the waist. And the head just pops off forward. But as you guys are standing up at the top, you hear metal scraping against wood or you hear it scraping against marble as the pieces are slowly coming back together.
I give Ubo a high five.
High
Teamwork.
five.
But also I'm concerned.
I look down and see.
So yeah, it's down there. You can either go down and finish it off, or
I'm half expecting it to jump up back.
Yeah, no shit. Like,
no, it'll take it a little bit to reform, but it will eventually come back upstairs.
Hmm. How big is a cask of wine?
It's not that big because it was sitting on a table.
That's right.
let me check my equipment. Oh, here we go. I throw a bag of ball bearings on the stairs.
All right. So now
I was gonna say, what if Ubo just like body slams it?
Oh god, dude! If I hit that thing from 3 stories up, it would.
One of you might die.
Dude, I weigh almost 400 pounds.
Oh God.
Do you think you can survive it?
If I'm in shell mode, yeah.
Is that a thing?
yes.
Yeah?
Oh, you should do that.
All right. So what do you guys want to do?
Don't worry, guys. I got
Hide behind Ubo.
I go into shell defense mode.
I hide behind this corner.
Okay.
over
Well,
here in case it-
that's your action then. Is the
Yep.
shell defense mode?
They have to push me.
Yep.
Okay,
So
I was gonna put.
you pull into shell defense. You pull your arms, your head, your legs in, and then it's going to be Ryan's turn.
Oh,
Bombs away.
looks like it's
Yeah.
up to
And
me.
You're still.
Give me a
over
push,
here, Ryan.
Charles.
Do not crit fail. Just don't.
It's just like somehow falls backwards.
Eve goes off instead.
That's what I'm thinking. Also, there are spikes.
God, what do I roll for this?
What are you doing?
I'm pushing him off.
Do a
Pushing her
strength
off.
check.
Oh no. Alright, well, let me just get rid of this plus sign real quick. Hey.
Okay, so yeah, you're actually like right here, and you just go and you push Ubo off the edge.
Geronimo.
Chase, go and roll a
Which one is this? Constitution?
roll a Constitution check, or basically a Constitution saving throw, which you do have advantage on. So
I have
God.
advantage on that.
May have just killed.
Well, let's hope not. With his rolls, no way.
What's
The time to get the
Constitution?
one.
Plus 1.
Right, a one and another one.
Alright, so I have advantage, so I can do it twice.
oh, you are
Wow.
I called it. Almost.
Wow.
I mean, at least it wasn't a 1.
I gotta remind you, my armor class is pretty much above 20 right now.
yeah, you are at 21 armor.
Good God.
You're still probably gonna take damage though.
Well, is it a lot of damage is the question.
The thing is, it's a 1. That is a critical fail.
It was advantage, wasn't it?
I had advantage.
Oh, yeah.
so I don't
it's a
get the
2.
critical
So
fail one.
Yeah,
It's a
so we got a
2.
2. Yeah, so
I mean, that's extremely better.
Yeah.
I have a +1.
Well, it's a
So-
3. It's a 3.
How to do this?
He didn't crit fail, so that's good.
That's the good thing. You didn't crit fail. Wow, that's trash. So-
for you or for us?
For him, for the armor.
Oh.
Basically, you go and you push him off, or you push Ubo off, and you are, you don't straight fall down. You are flipping.
Whee!
Bombs away.
Fucker. That's a 19. So you're flipping, and you hit the armor with shell down, and basically just crush it.
Oh my!
Roll. That'd be bludgeoning damage. Okay, that's.
This is how most of our adventures go with this team.
I'm gonna say 4d6 of bludgeoning damage.
Oh no!
8. That is 14 points of damage.
Oh,
So yeah,
To who?
that armor is crushed.
Oh,
I thought you meant to
Flattened.
chase. I was like, that's not good.
Yeah,
It's a
the
pancake.
armor's chest is, it's just completely like, it's not flattened. There's a giant, turtle-sized dip in the shell, or
now
in
it's like a bowl.
yeah,
of
it's
armor.
basically a bowl of armor. Chase, you're gonna take 2d6 of damage. 5, 6, 7. It's gonna be 3 points of damage.
Oh wow, that could have been so much worse.
Yeah, that could have been way worse.
Well, I cut it in half. Otherwise, he'd be down to 2 health. Because I rolled a
Well,
7,
maybe.
and because he's in shell mode, I cut it down to half, so 3.
That sounds fair.
Oh,
Oh man, that's fucking.
I got
great.
it, guys.
You okay?
I might have pulled something there.
Are we out of combat or no?
You're out of combat now.
Okay. I look over the edge. So,
Make a dexterity check,
was the
Mike.
trip? Oh no. I got a 6.
You
You're testing it.
I almost fall.
you put your hands on the railing, and you're looking over to yell at Ubo to check and see if Ubo's all right. You feel, as you go and lean over the edge, you can feel the railings starting to give way where your hands are, and you quickly push the railing away and step back away from the edge.
All right. Not doing that again.
Well, if Ubo's okay, we could probably finish checking the room. Or the room's up here.
I think we should wait for her to get back up here.
Did you want to start walking up the stairs?
Oh, okay.
Watch out for the ball bearings.
No,
No, I didn't
Yeah,
throw
you
him
didn't
down
throw him
yet.
down.
Oh, okay.
Make a dexterity check, Chase, with disadvantage.
These
Or no,
stairs suck.
Dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Dexterity saving throw. Hey, that's not as bad. Let's see.
Because you were flipping, you're really fucking
Oh.
dizzy. Because you were in the shell and you were flipping, so you're kind of like drunkenly walking up the stairs.
Wow.
Because the disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah.
0.
You get like about 8 steps up, and you're just like you're drunkenly walking up, and you're going from side to side. Your one foot slips, then your other foot slips, and you dum 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 back to the ground floor.
Ow.
You okay?
I'm just gonna rest a little bit.
All right.
So
I think that was.
you're gonna sit there for 20 minutes because you're really like you're basically in a drunken
Oh.
state from that.
Short rest.
All right, what do you two
So,
upstairs want to do?
I was just gonna say, you think that was the monster?
I hope so.
We could probably just leave, right? That must have been the monster, you know?
I mean, let's see if there's anything at least worth stealing still.
That's
Well, I
true.
guess it's not stealing; it's our house.
All right.
I look in this bottom room.
No, I'll go with you.
Give me a second. What one is that? 15A. So, as you two go and you walk in there, and as you round that corner, you see in the corner there is
No fireplace.
Yep, there's a fireplace there, Mike. Standing over in the corner, you see a specter who is dressed in a nursemaid's outfit.
Ooh.
Hello, nurse.
Hello, nurse.
She's been looking over a small child that was recently born in the house before she died.
Child, a specter too.
No.
Oh.
No, you're not killing a baby specter.
Okay, good.
Making it a real baby make it better.
Go and everybody roll initiative.
Does it see us?
Yeah, you've walked the second you opened the door, it knew you were there, and the second you walked around the corner.
Okay, I haven't walked around the corner yet. So can I stealth this or no?
Make a stealth
If I
check.
see. Okay.
I hope this thing's vulnerable to poison.
16.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't see you, so you can
Nice.
stay back a ways. Yes. But when you do engage it, that's when you do have to roll initiative, Mike.
Yeah, I know. I'm just queuing up for a sneak attack.
Yeah.
Do,
Alright,
do
so-
these count as animals?
No, because it's a fucking specter.
I don't. That's worth a shot.
It could be a specter of an animal.
Yeah, it could be an
I told
animal
you it's a specter of a nursemaid.
I mean, you don't know what she's into.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could try flirting.
I'm
with
just
them.
considering my options. Oh, God.
All right, so what is her? Okay, that
What even can I do? I know what specters are vulnerable to.
specter is doo-doot.
So initiative, yeah. I haven't rolled that yet.
You're not. You're
Oh yeah,
gonna
that's
do
right.
a sneak
You're
attack.
right. Yeah,
so,
yeah. Fucking.
so the specter rolled high.
It's rarely good.
Flying, so 5, 10, 15, 20. So she goes and makes a melee spell attack. Let's see if this hits. Nope. Not at all. Completely misses.
Oh, okay.
It's the wall behind you.
Okay,
All right.
Ryan, you're up.
I'm gonna go brush my teeth. It's a good time.
Let's see. Gosh, there's not a whole lot I can do. So I assume it's immune to a lot of things.
Immune or resistant, because it's an undead. It's a specter.
Ghost.
It's a ghost.
What do I do against this? I guess I'll. I take out my water skin so I can use some water from it to cast Ice Knife on the specter.
The fuck is ice knife?
You create a shard of ice and get it one. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Jesus.
Okay.
Yes.
Roll attack.
You roll for that. 1d10. Yes.
Wait, what?
What am I rolling?
You're rolling d20. D20 plus 4.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, that hits.
So then a d10.
Yeah, give me a. All modifiers to damage. So, shard of ice, range spell attack. Yeah, roll a d10. So, it's within magical.
And then I probably have to do a saving throw for damage since I'm 5 feet away.
No, I don't think so.
No?
Oh, wait, yeah, you probably do because you're less than 5 feet.
Yeah, because it says each creature within 5 feet.
So,
I'm behind a wall, so I don't think that counts for me.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
no,
it's 5
you're-
feet from
you're-
the specter because that's where I cast it on.
yeah, you're behind the wall, so you should be fine. Because that's within that's there. So the specter takes 3 points of damage because she is resistant to cold damage.
Yeah. Well, is that the piercing damage?
Was that piercing damage or?
Yeah, I think I still have to roll 2d6 cold damage.
Let me see.
'Cause
Yeah,
it's the
piercing
1d10 for
damage.
piercing.
She's also resistant to piercing damage, so
Figures. So either way, it's 3.
yeah.
And then 2d6.
Explodes.
Do.
Target and each creature within 5 feet must succeed in dexterity saving throw. So a dex.
Oh wait, no, I guess that's only if I fail it. Or if it fails, that's how it should be. Without plus resistance.
So you would only add +1 to it because it's a saving throw. So you'd have 5 + 1, so you'd have 6. And I don't know how do we. Saving throw, I think, has to be 10. No, you. Let me see saving throws.
Yeah, because I think it has to be 1, and I have to.
Mm-hmm. If I remember it right, I think is it 10 above? Or no, is it?
Maybe
Save represents attempt to resist a
affected
spell,
by
similar
it.
threat you don't normally. To make a saving throw, roll a d20 and add appropriate ability modifier. So roll d20, add your dexterity saving throw. So add +1.
Plus 16.
So saving throw can modify. So yeah, you get it. You are basically safe from that. And then this
How you do?
Welcome back.
trying to figure out saving
Finding the
throws.
specter.
Ah, yes. Saving throws.
Chase, is it just going by DC that I decide for saving throws? Do you know?
Wait, DC
Difficulty class?
difficulty class. Oh, I don't know
Like-
difficulty class at all.
I don't know how to do saving throws. I think it's just whatever I decide it is, or however hard I want to make it.
Saving throw called represents an attempt to resist a spell, a trap, a poison, disease, or similar threat. You don't normally decide to make saving throw. You're forced to make one because your character or monster is at
Oh.
risk of harm.
I'm an idiot.
Oh, D20.
It says what your save DC is for spells. So yeah,
Does it?
you're fine. You don't get hit by it. Your save DC is 12.
Okay.
Oh, where's that at?
If you look
It's
on
under
your
spells.
under your spells, like when you're looking at a character with spells, you have +2 modifier, or you have modifier, spell attack, and save DC at the top.
Oh yeah, that. Okay.
Okay.
So I got to get a plus. Yep, I don't take any. Spectre doesn't take any additional damage from it.
Well, I did 3 damage.
Yeah, 3 damage to the Spectre.
Oh god.
Then did you want to move or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna move over here to try to distract it so it doesn't heal.
So the Spectre is still going to be focused on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna head on in.
Well, no, Mike, you haven't rolled initiative because you're waiting for a. All right, make another stealth check.
I was just gonna kind of try to attack it, but
Well, it's around a corner here, though,
that's true.
and because it
But-
was focusing on the spot where you would be attacking it from,
Yeah, okay, I'll wait.
make a stealth check.
Okay.
To see if it notices you.
How can I possibly fuck this up?
Easily.
I think I'm +8.
It doesn't notice you. You're hidden around the corner in the shadows. So the Spectre will move up because it doesn't want to take force damage, and it's going to launch another life drain at Ryan. 15, 19.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
All right. So then it is. How much health do you have?
9.
Man,
I just died.
hit point maximum is reduced to the amount equal.
No.
Well, better hope this is low. Otherwise, either way, you're going to die.
No.
4,
I don't feel good about this.
8.
Did I just take 8?
You take 8 damage. You also have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Holy shit. No thanks. I choose life.
Oh no. Damn it.
Just an amount equal. You now have 8 max hit points.
What? How do I even change that?
Let me see if I can.
Uh,
Oh yeah, override max HP. Can you do that, or do I need to?
um,
You should be able to.
yeah, I think I can do it.
All right.
Yeah. Is that permanent?
It is. Target must succeed on a DC 10 Constitution saving throw, or its hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the damage taken. Wait.
No.
Its hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the damage taken. The reduction lasts until the creature finishes a long rest. The target dies if this effect reduces its hit point maximum to 0.
So does that mean my max is actually 1?
I think your
Yeah,
max is
I think
1.
So. Jesus.
Oh, I don't like this anymore.
Oh, God.
Well, at least I'm at full health on the.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Mike, please do something.
I was planning on it, but I'm not sure now.
I need an adult. I need a grandma. Has it been 20 minutes?
Oh, what is
Technically,
this? Hold
no.
on. I might have a plan for this.
Let's just say, okay, just go and you can walk up the stairs again. Let's just say it's been like 4 or 5 minutes and you're good.
Oof.
It's gonna take you around to get up the stairs.
All the way up to that spot?
Yeah, to get up to there, it's gonna take you a whole round.
Well, at least one of us will probably be alive that long.
Mike, are you making a stealth attack?
Hold on, I'm looking at something.
Okay.
Hope not to die. So this was until it dies.
Okay, so I have a holy water flask on me.
Oh, please, God, let this be something.
Wait.
I'm gonna throw it at
You
this
have a
thing.
holy water flask?
Apparently I do. I don't know how.
Just this
I think it's because I'm haunted.
Oh yeah. That's probably what it is.
So
Takes 2d6
I'm gonna-
radiant damage.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start off just throwing that as my sneak attack.
All right.
And then can I have like an action after that?
Yeah, because
Because
that'll be sneak
yeah.
attack, and then you can have one other
Okay,
action.
so I'm gonna throw this at it. So it's just automatically a 2d. It's
Yep.
within 5 feet. So
Yeah.
2d6.
Yep, because it's an undead, so 2d6.
Oops, shit. Wrong thing. Okay, that's 5 damage plus. Hold on, because is that the sneak attack?
Yeah, that's your sneak attack.
Okay, so
Or
an
no,
extra.
no, I think the next attack will be
1d6.
your sneak attack.
Okay, then I'll do So I get advantage on this too because sneak attack. So I want to hit.
It takes 5 damage.
That's more than I did.
So this will be your sneak attack.
Well, to see if I hit, and I have advantage because it's a sneak attack. There we go.
Oh, thank God.
Whew. You almost disappointed me, son.
Do I get plus for my daggers to that anyway?
Yeah.
I do, I think. So it's 25.
Yep. That hits.
That's a hit. So I guess I'll do. That's 1 dagger, right?
Yeah.
1d4. 4. Okay.
Revenge
So
jump.
that's 6. Plus, hold on. Plus my sneak attack. That's another.
How'd you get to say that?
Where's the sneak attack at? Oh, there it is. Plus another extra 1d6.
Deal an extra 6 damage sneak. Attack roll if another enemy.
Nice. So another 12.
Yeah, extra one.
And then with my bonus action, I'll hit it again with my dagger.
Wait, hold on. One creature you hit with an attack. The finesse or ranged weapon if you have advantage on the attack roll.
Yeah, I know it's worded really weird, but it only works if you have like advantage attack rolls. So it's I know it's really weird.
I don't think your stuff's I don't think. Oh wait, no, your daggers are finesse. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I didn't think they were.
Mikey.
Wait, I'll just. So that's 6 damage on the first dagger.
That's just no. It's 6 and 6 with the sneak attack,
Okay, so you did 12 damage.
and then I want to do my bonus with my other dagger.
So that knocks it
So-
to.
Do I roll again for the second dagger?
Yeah, but you don't add your hit DC. You don't add your hit.
Oh yeah. Didn't hit that one.
So you go and you take your holy water. You take the holy water you have out of your bag. As the specter floats in front of you, you uncork it and you toss it onto the specter. The specter shrieks in pain. And then she kind of reels back, and before she can turn around, you take one of your daggers and you just you aim for what would be a heart if it had it. And as you stab it, you go through the holy water.
Oh, nice.
And it goes. The holy water basically coats your blade as it goes in, and you just drive it in and twist, and it screeches again, even louder.
Was that 17? I hit 4, I think.
There's 12.
Plus the holy water though,
Yeah,
and my 2 attacks.
12 on the 2 attacks,
And then
and
plus the holy water.
the holy water was 5.
Yeah, so 17.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like it's floating there, but you can see it kind of writhing in pain.
And now I'm worthless. So please do something.
That's about all I can
Mike, roll another d20 for initiative.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and plus 4 to that. So 7.
I think you were
rolled.
okay. You're just above Ryan then. So the specter just went. That means it's Ryan's turn.
Oh, God. Is it still focused on me, or is it? Or is it just kind of writhing in pain
it's
still?
turned around, or it's turned to like its side. It's facing you still, but it's like glaring at Mike over its shoulder.
Its head is turned around.
Yeah.
But its body is facing you.
That means I heard the shrieking in the other room.
Yeah, and you
Um,
you are basically like right at the door now, Chase.
Oh,
Grandma's here.
Save me.
I guess I'll just try to hit it with my core staff. That's about all I can do at this point.
Wait a second. Was that piercing damage that you did, Mike?
Oh, yes, it was. I think. Let me check. Yes, it was.
Uh-oh.
But that's just for the dagger, so just -3 off
Yeah.
of that.
So that's
Sneak attack still gets the
7, 8.
damage.
So
So instead of 17, it's just 14.
okay, so it's up to 4. No, I can't do math. So that's
It's 14 total for my damage.
yeah, but that's the holy water. 3, 9. Okay, got it. So you're gonna swing with your holy or with your staff.
Yes.
His holy staff somehow.
It's not holy, just staff.
Well, for the damage, like it has 2 sets of like damage. Is this one? I don't know what you mean
For
for the quarterstaff because it says
Okay,
1d6 minus 1.
the 1d6 is a one-handed attack, and the 1d8 is a two-handed attack.
So, well, I'm gonna go ahead and use both hands because I'm really trying not to die here.
I'm gonna really try and hit it.
Yeah, I really want to thwack it right in the head. If it,
Extra try hard.
while it's turned around, like sort of. Do I have to roll and then roll the damage?
Yeah, roll a d20.
Okay. Is that plus anything? Or just a d20?
That's plus whatever your staff is, so plus 1. It's plus your hit DC on your staff.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Nice. Shit.
All right, you hit it. Roll damage.
I'm proud of you.
D8 minus 1.
I'm on 8, baby.
No.
Oh.
Damn it.
All right.
Hopefully it was 1 damage away from dying.
Nope. You go and
No.
you use your hand, but you use your staff. You kind of like, you don't like baseball swing it, but you kind of like, your hands are about a foot apart, and you just swing at it, and you swing through it, but you hit more of the holy water and damage it a little bit.
Not to take away from it more. Does it have resist bludgeoning damage?
Oh yeah, that's right. It does.
I don't think you can minus from 1, though.
I don't know why I brought it up, but
Well, I think that just makes it 0. I'm pretty sure that it does nothing because it halves the damage. So
Well, whatever.
that's what I think it is. Because it halves the damage.
No, technically 0.5 you round up.
No, you always round down in D&D.
Damn it.
It's the
Fine.
conspiracy, I say.
Well, then I guess I just did nothing.
All right, so Chase, roll initiative also.
My favorite.
You're gonna be coming into the room now.
Initiative.
Hopefully finishing off the job.
Are the windows open in this place?
No, they're covered. All right, you're
Okay.
going last.
Come on, man.
-2.
So
I'm gonna die. This is it for me.
You mean you're gonna die? I'm gonna.
the specter, after being hit with the holy water from behind, she goes and she turns around, and she's gonna just straight use life drain on
Come on, you
on
keep doing that
Jahil.
again? Bullshit.
22.
Fuck. Well, it does definitely hit.
And it's 3d6 of necrotic damage.
I'm gonna die from this. This is it, boys. Yep, this is it.
GG.
Say bye. Bye, Shaheel.
12.
Oh yeah. I only had 9 max.
I think that just knocks you out. Death saving.
Didn't it insta kill you if it takes away more than your?
Let me see.
It varies.
I think it's if it doubles your max hit points. And death. Conscious rather.
I have to do a Constitution saving throw first, right?
Yeah, do a Constitution saving throw to see if it decreases your maximum hit points by that.
Constitution saving throw +1, I guess. I win.
What do you have for? Okay, +6. Oh no, +1. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It doesn't go and it just knocks
just
you
knocked out.
unconscious.
Yeah, I fly back onto the floor in front of Ubo.
Well, it's because it's life drain, so it goes and the specter grabs you, like, by the head, and just drains your life out of it, or it drains a lot of your life out, and you just crumple to the floor. And because it doesn't see you as a target, it lets go and just lets you fall.
Fuck you, bitch.
So you are unconscious on the ground now. Since it is your turn, make a saving throw.
Just
Roll a d20
okay.
because you're just unconscious right now. Throw a special save.
13. So
All right, you succeed.
I'm about to pull an actually from a bit ago. I'm looking at the Spectre thing, and it says bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magic attacks. So wouldn't have the piercing from my attack done damage?
yes.
I mean, that's only an extra 3, so it's not like...
What does your thing do? Ice?
An ice dagger, so it's
Yeah.
definitely magic. I think. Right?
Yeah. So
Oh,
let me see.
I forgot to
Yeah,
cast it
on a
earlier,
hit,
so-
the target takes 1d10 piercing damage. So that was what, 6?
Yeah. We counted it as 3.
Yeah.
'cause we
So
Just add
Yeah.
3 to that.
yeah, he's
thought- I'm just trying to help.
No, it's
down to
good for
there.
us.
didn't take
Good.
anything from cold. So
Yeah, that's fine. Because I think that's still... That part's different.
yeah, that's resistance.
Yeah, because like the first line's just on its own, then the bottom part's just from full attacks.
Yeah.
I know, I'm a dirty cheater. I looked it up.
So
Let's see what I'm doing.
that's
Yeah,
one.
so it's pretty much...
All right, Ryan's turn.
Oh. I'm gonna use my cheater knowledge.
Fucking cheater.
Well, I'm gonna back up. Are these windows against the bed?
Yeah.
Can
Those are
I
windows.
open the curtain to let the sunlight in?
Yeah, I'm gonna make that your action.
That's fine. It's
Oh,
not like
does
attacking
does
is
that
actually gonna do.
work?
Says sunlight sensitivity. It says while in sunlight, the specter has disadvantage on attack rolls as well as on wit checks.
Oh, nice.
Not
Shit.
that that's going to actually be relevant, but the attack rolls thing.
I didn't even think that would work.
I looked up the thing on D&D Beyond.
Just figured, all the advantage we can get.
Yeah, I have 1 health, so you have about none. I go
Yeah,
and
you're
try.
unconscious. Mike's unconscious. You have 1 health. The only one at full health, well, at
Kind
6 health, is Hubo.
Yeah, at fullest health.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully it's a disadvantage now for you, Bo.
And now, so that's your action. Now it's Chase's turn.
The door's open, right?
Yeah, door's open.
Oh dear.
You probably see me fall to the ground.
Yeah, you saw him fall.
My poor baby.
I'm having a nightmare.
What are you gonna do, Chase?
Don't worry, I got this.
I hope so.
It's time to get the quarterstaff out. Wait. What did we learn about how attacks work on this thing?
So,
Non-magical is pretty much fine.
piercing damage is halved. I know that.
Yeah, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks.
From Mr.
Are one
Cheater
of
over
its
there.
resistances. Hey, now. I'll close it after this. And then resistance from acid, cold, fire, and lightning.
It's pretty bloody.
Well, that's not good for level 1 characters that are also non-magic.
I mean, I'm lucky I had that holy flask.
Yeah.
You have anything left on that?
No.
Nope. That was a one-time use.
So, how much damage have we done? I'm just curious. I
It,
don't know how much health
it's
this thing has. but
very
I'm just
hurt.
curious.
Like it's nearly dead.
Okay. I was gonna say because it's gotta be. Gotta be close.
I'll go Kung Fu Grandma on it with the quarterstaff.
So what, you get up, you move up to where Mike is?
Yeah.
Because you have to be, it only has a 5-foot reach, so it has to be right in front of you. All right, roll d20. Roll for attack. Are you using two-handed or one-handed?
Why does that matter?
Well,
There's
because
no specific way to grab it.
One-handed is 1d6. Two-handed is 1d8.
Oh, that's what the other thing means.
It's just like with
Yeah,
well,
range.
might have been gone wrong.
Because I moved up to it, I don't have a bonus action, right?
Correct.
Okay. So now I just roll to hit it then. Bakugan. Roll. What is the +4? Oh. Stupid.
Nope. Missed.
Does the
You
does the sunlight affect anything?
no, because that's disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay. I forgot what it did.
So yeah, you go and
Roll to save someone's life.
you swing at him, and you just miss with the strike. Like the bottom of the quarterstaff almost hits him as you do like an upper strike. I think actually you can attack
bonus
for a
action,
bonus
right?
action. Yeah, you can do you can do an unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Unarmed strike. Do. Dun, 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 dun. Also a +4.
That hits.
Dun, 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 dun. Wait, what is it? 1d4 +2.
Oh yeah.
So the
Tell me this thing's dead.
as your quarterstaff comes around. Oh no, this is your unarmed strike, right? So you swung the quarterstaff up to try and hit it, and then as you brought the quarterstaff, like you rested it on your shoulder, and you did just a straight palm with your left hand. You just did a straight palm attack, and just bam! You hear the specter shriek, and she just starts to fizzle out of existence, and then just poof, gone.
There we go.
Thank God.
I administer first medical aid on Michael, the big boy, to heal the bandage.
All right, make a medicine check.
I need a heal.
I need your healing.
Healed to bandage. Well, like I said, I'm health technically, so I guess I just sleep.
Yeah,
Plus 6
you
for the win.
you stabilize him.
I'm still knocked out, right?
No, you stabilize.
No, you're stabilized and you're awake.
Oh,
You're conscious. You have 1 hit point.
I'm alive.
how do we get
Hey,
these
welcome
hit
to
points
one
back?
hit point. One.
Alright, guys, we're leaving.
Yeah, fuck
you have
this.
you have to have a long rest.
Do you think it's safe to just go ahead and have a little rest? We can
I-
share the bed.
Yeah. Let's close the door.
Can we check
Barricade.
any of these other doors? 2 doors in here.
You can check
Yeah,
them if you
I'm
want.
scared.
No.
Actually,
I'm
scared
gonna
too.
sneak them. If we're gonna do that, I'm gonna sneak them.
All right, you're gonna sneak them.
Are we gonna do that, or are we just gonna rest?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Should we just leave? Let's just leave.
Nope.
It'd be the most sensible thing to do, right?
I think so. Well, we could ask, go back and ask the kids if that's what the monster was. Because we thought the last thing was the monster.
Yeah.
They did say that the monster was in the basement, so
Oh no,
they did tell you that.
Did they? Oh
There's a
shit.
basement!
Yeah, where's the basement?
Oh shit.
I didn't even see access.
The
to a
thing is,
basement.
you haven't found anything going down. There are no stairs that
nothing
you've
about-
seen that lead down.
I want to look
Why
around
don't they
this
just
room.
ignore the basement if it's so hard to get to.
You're gonna look around the room, Mike.
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
All right. Come on. Please. Ugh. I can't, dude. My dice rolls today, just not. Just not, dude.
So you look around the room. All you see is a large bed, 2 doors, a
Just
large bed, the 2 doors leading to rooms you haven't gone into. The one door that you have gone through, then mounted to the wall is a full-length mirror with an ornate wooden frame that looks like it has ivy and berries on it, and next to it is an empty wardrobe.
it's empty.
Yeah, it's open, it's empty.
Nothing there. Okay.
Uh,
All right.
the other 2 make perception checks.
Okay. Perception.
15's not bad. Better than 9.
Sorry. Perception +4.
Yikes. I mean, that's not bad, but
Not great.
So, As you go and as both of you kind of go and look at the mirror right here, you notice the ivy and the berries that are around the frame. Some of them don't look like berries. They look they're eyeballs around them. There's eyeballs every so often instead of berries.
This place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
It's
I really
really like
think
the
we should just
surreal
leave.
painting.
And
Is there any place we can go to for like the night?
also, Chase, when you're going and looking at it, you start prodding some of the eyeballs.
Why?
Well, it's wood. It's just carved.
Oh,
It's carved wood wooden frame. And as you're prodding some of like the eyeballs and the berries, you find one that goes and sinks in. You hear another click, and it opens. And it just
Mirror?
opens a bit.
oh.
Like, it opens
I
maybe
found
like
another
4
one.
inches.
Well, I found another secret door. Or
Please
some
tell me there's
secret
not
thing.
another ghost.
So you open the door. That's all you can see right now through the door. Do you want to peek inside?
I'll tap her shoulder and I'll stealth check it real fast.
All right, roll stealth.
Oh boy.
I say we are going on 3.5 hours.
Oh yeah.
Just saying.
The one shot.
Yeah. So you look into the room, and you see a set of stairs leading up.
Oh,
Well, that's not the way we want to go.
Stairs leading up, not down.
must lead to the attic from the windows from the outside.
Let's just not.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's
leave.
Go, let's go rest in the inn in the town for the night.
Yeah, let's just leave this house.
See if the kids are out there.
Do you know the tavern? The tavern's boarded up.
Fuck.
Doesn't matter. We'll go stay there anyway.
Yeah, we'll just leave gold on the table and stay in.
What you guys
What
want
do
to
you
do?
guys think? What do you guys want to do? I'm down for leaving.
Yeah, I think we need a long rest. This is our main concern right now. Before we can go further in this house.
Yep.
Out of character, the door's gonna be locked, isn't it? Alright, I start making my way downstairs.
So, all of you go and make your way downstairs. Takes you a couple minutes to get down there. The wolf is still where you left it. The armor is still scattered on the ground floor.
Left the giant turtle dent in it.
Yeah, with a big shell dent in it.
I pick up the leash again so I can.
Of course you do.
You start dragging the wolf behind you. It's skittering on the marble floor.
Still don't. I don't know why. I love it. I fucking love it.
Probably.
Watch one day, it's gonna fucking save our life.
So,
You're gonna be glad I did this.
Maybe.
so you walk out of the
Bark
house, and you look towards the middle of the street where the kids were standing when you approached.
They're dead.
You don't see the kids out there. What you do see is the 2 cookies you gave them on the ground, uneaten.
What a waste.
I knew it.
Well, either they're ungrateful or they're
Yeah.
one of the two.
I say we try and rest up.
Yeah, I'm not even concerned that these kids might not be real.
Yeah, I don't even care at this point. I just want to go sleep.
I feel like we shouldn't be near this house when we sleep. It's
So what do you guys want to do?
I
Is
guess
there
we,
any place in town that we can go in? Or
Every place is boarded up.
can
is
we
there
just
anyone here?
can we just
No,
sleep
there's
like
nobody.
somewhere
There's nobody
set
in
up
the
like
town.
a camp?
What? So just an abandoned town all by itself.
Yeah, basically.
Can we just set up like a camp like near the house, but like not too close?
Yeah, like in the middle of town or something.
Like, well, this is basically it's in basically the middle of the town.
Like in the middle of the street.
Yeah, you can set up
House
camp in the middle of the street.
Okay.
in a big open area that doesn't look dangerous.
Like this house is about it's kind of it's a little ways back from the like main square area where there's a small like not a fountain like or not like it's kind of like a dry fountain.
Okay. Yeah, we'll set up camp at the fountain. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
I take off the boards from the inn and use it as campfire wood.
Okay. You take from the tavern. You light a campfire. Are you guys all gonna take a long rest, or are you gonna set up watches, or what?
Do it in shifts.
Yeah. We can keep going, but I do have to go to the bathroom real quick. Be right
I
back.
got first shift.
All right.
So nothing happens. You do hear creaking, but it's just the wind with the abandoned town blowing against the buildings and stuff. It's creaking some boards, it's shifting the houses a little bit. It's not like an insanely strong wind, but it does gust every now and then, and you hear stuff around you shift.
Very creepy.
So you're up for about 3 hours.
I'll take a shift or take her shift.
Okay, so you take the next shift. So Udo goes to bed, or Ubo goes to bed. Then you also don't hear anything, or you hear stuff, but it's nothing really of note, because it's just the same more stuff going and creaking and shifting and everything. You stay up for 3 hours. Then you wake up. Charles, he stays up, keeps watch till dawn. And then you're all awake. And you
I
get a
feel
long
so much
rest.
better.
We'll just say you all got a long rest.
I feel like I have max hit points again. Ah.
My little bruise went away. The bruise on my shell. It's gone.
By the way, I didn't look that fireplace up there.
I know.
Are you proud of me?
I was gonna say something, but I wanted you to live.
No, it would have killed me. I know it.
A knife happened to be dangling on the
Spectre
fireplace
drags you
somewhere.
down the fireplace.
So everybody's healed up.
Yep.
Did we want to keep going, or?
It's
wanna
up to you
sleep.
guys. I mean, I'm down to keep going, but it's up to you, Chase, man. You need to go to sleep, go for it.
I would like to sleep.
Okay, guess we're done then.
All right, we'll just call it.
We leave off in the middle of a ghost town square.
Yeah. And then, or just
What a strange adventure.
well, it's one of those like this is supposed to. There's a whole adventure after this. I didn't even do like any of the actual intro or anything. This area is just to get characters up from level 1 to level 3.
Jesus, dude, like those were some tough fights for level
Yeah.
ones.
Like I don't know if it's supposed to be.
We're probably supposed to have like at least one more person.
Well, let me see, like what the introduction is, because those are
Is that the living armor, right? It's animated armor or living armor?
animated armor.
Whatever it is.
Oh,
That's got to have a lot of hit points.
It had 33.
you could always take a feat to help buff us. if the
Yeah, hit
dudes
points are
do.
33 on
I
that.
did take a feat.
Oh,
It was just like athlete, so it just increased my dexterity by 1.
well now I
It
want to
doesn't
take a
affect
feat.
climbing. Doesn't affect my movement really.
Yeah,
I see.
Curse of Strahd is a story of gothic horror presented here as a Dungeons and Dragons role-playing game adventure for a party of 4 to 6 adventurers
Oh,
of
I'm
levels
taking the
1 to
fucking
10.
feat then.
Yeah, dude, seriously, we're so lucky I had that fucking flask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So lucky.
original Ravenloft adventure.
I was like, Ryan is gonna die. I have to do something.